what's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. It's time for Round Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Rob.
How are you?
I'm really good actually. My mom made me chili, and so I had
What?
chili for dinner. It was so good. She makes really good like chili in a crock pot kind of chili. It was fucking delicious.
Oh, I am super
Yeah.
jealous. I love
I'm
chili.
sorry. I'll send you some.
Okay, I love chili and I love chili mac.
Well, I like chili mac too.
Yeah,
Is that like a poor white person kind of thing though? I always
I
thought it
don't know.
was.
Sometimes I go to the store and I'm not there for this, but I'll walk by the deli and go, "Oh, can I have a quarter pound of chili mac, please?" And they go,
Yes.
"Yes, sir." And they give it to me. And I steal it.
Okay, so related, serious question.
Okay.
Was Chili Mac your favorite MRE?
It was
Yes,
100%.
yes. I wish you were here so I could high five you right
Yeah,
now.
right there. Even if I was there, though, we'd still have to do it from like across the room
Yeah, that's true.
because no, my
COVID-19.
real estate agent is a hugger, and she's like, "I want to hug you," and I go, "I want to hug you too, but we
Oh,
can't." And then I made a joke with her. I said, she's showing me this condo, and I said, the one I really want is the one downtown by the flour mill. And she goes, "Oh, the $1.3 million one? Yes, I know that
yeah.
property." And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "You have a family, right?" She goes, "Yeah, I have 5 kids." And I go, "Oh, so we can't go in on it together?" And she's like,
No.
"No." And I go, "Because I have the point three. Do you have $1 million?"
Mhm.
So yeah, Chili Mac was my favorite MRI. Did I ever tell you the story about the um dried strawberries, the MRE dried strawberries?
I don't I don't recall.
Okay, so I was
I'm also
in
very forgetful, but I
basic
don't I don't think I've heard this one.
basic training. I'm in basic
Okay.
training. I'm an
Okay.
18-year
Okay.
old kid. I mean, I wasn't stupid or anything, but I wasn't worldly enough to have ever tried dried dried out food like the astronaut. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, dehydrated food.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I ate my strawberries, this brick of
Oh my god,
ate it
no.
like it was like, oh, it's a good like a candy bar or something, right? So I eat it, and then I drank my entire canteen of water, and then 30 minutes later I was in the infirmary because that's
Eee.
not how you do it.
No, it's
You
not.
pour the water in the pouch and you let it hydrate, and
Yeah.
then you eat the. Yeah, I didn't
Mhm.
know, and they were like, and the doctor was like, "What's wrong with you? Why is your stomach so distended?" And I'm like, "Fuck, tell me, what am I here for?" And he
That's
goes,
funny.
"Did you eat anything recently?" And I said, "Yeah, MRE." And he goes, "Any dehydrated food?" And I go, "Yeah, strawberries." And he goes, "Did you hydrate it?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Oh fuck." And then they had to like pump my stomach. It was crazy.
Oh my god. I've had my stomach pumped before, and it's not an alcohol related story. It just you just reminded me. So when I was 9 years old, we my parents were throwing me a birthday party, which was really rare because we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but that's okay. So we had, cake and ice cream and the whole hullabaloo. And I, being 9 years old, thought I could eat, 5 helpings worth of cake and ice cream.
Yeah.
So I did, but
You're
it gets
5 or 9,
worse.
right? You're 9.
Yeah, it gets worse. So I ate like, 5 people's worth of food, and, turns out I am allergic to vanilla, the plant, like the entire thing.
Oh my god.
So my neck was so swollen that it was, like, flush with my ears. Like, it looked like I was just one big blob of head, right? Because I was so swollen. And, I had hives everywhere and I couldn't breathe. So, they called the, EMTs. And when they got me to the hospital, they had to pump my stomach to, I guess, get everything out because I'd
Yeah.
eaten too much, and they couldn't go through like down my throat like you would normally get your stomach pumped. So they actually went in through the side. So I have a big scar on my side
Oh, they had to
from getting
cut
my.
you, and oh my
Mhm,
god.
yeah, it was really bad. It was like the most horrifying experience of my life. Yeah, so I don't eat anything with vanilla extract. I don't use vanilla anything because I'm terrified of that like happening again.
Yeah. Have you ever been tempted to take like a toothpick and dip it into vanilla extract and lick it and see if anything happens? Have you ever been tempted?
No,
No.
no. The only thing that ever tempted me once was my husband back when we were dating. We went to some like smoothie shop or like where you could get milkshakes, and he got this milkshake. It was like a cheesecake milkshake or something, and I really wanted to try it. It looked so good, but it was made with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
So I drank some of it from it. It was fucking delicious, but I was puking like an hour later. So
Well, at least you didn't have to get your stomach pumped. So
yeah.
it's funny that back when you started telling your story, you said, "P.S. Not alcohol related." I have to
Yeah.
basically, when I'm talking or telling the story to either a crowd or an audience or a person that doesn't know me, I have to say that every time I say I've had a liver transplant, not alcohol related, you know, because
Right,
you want to make
yeah.
sure because people just go, "Oh, and are you
Mhm,
still in
mhm.
meetings?" You know, right,
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause when you're like, "Oh, yeah, I've had my stomach pumped too," somebody's
right,
like, "Oh, did
uh
you get
huh,
blackout drunk?" You know? No, no, I was 9, so yeah, totally blackout drunk
right,
at 9. No,
yeah.
no.
Oh man, I remember
Fucking horrible.
when they told me I had liver disease, and they said it was at UCLA, and they said, "So now, Rob, you're gonna have to start going to meetings." And I go, "Oh, okay, cool. What,
Sorry.
like meetings to know about medical stuff or whatever?" And they go, "No, no, AA." And I go, "AA?" And they go, "Well,
Oh,
yeah, for
no.
your alcohol problem." And I said, "Hey," I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Is this gonna be where I have to fucking convince everybody for the rest of my life that I'm not an alcoholic?" And she goes, "Oh, you don't drink?" And I go, "No, not at all." And she goes, "Yes, it is gonna have to be that way for you." And
Oh,
they
no.
took like a month before they believed me. They would do tests on me and stuff, and it took them
Right.
like a month to. I go, "Did you find alcohol? Can you pull my hair and go back 6 months? I don't know what you do." But yeah,
Right, that's crazy.
yeah. So
And
I
now that
still,
makes me think, though alcohol doesn't stay in your bloodstream for very long, so
I don't know.
like, is that even a thing you can test for other than
Somebody told me that one
yeah,
time.
I don't know.
Maybe that's drugs or marijuana. They can test for
Mhm.
6 months by taking a follicle of your hair.
Yeah, that's marijuana, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but
I
I
think so.
can't do any of that stuff now anyway. So I'm just paranoid. I for the first for the first like 3 years that I was sick, and they told me, if we test you for alcohol, you can't get a transplant. I would go to and I would get like beer battered brats or whatever, and I'd go, "Oh my god!" And they go, "No, no, it doesn't work like that. That's
Yeah,
fine. You can have that."
it's not
You
that
just,
kind of beer battered.
yeah, yeah.
Right. I mean, so would you eat something like if it was cooked in sherry or, wine or something like
Yeah,
that?
because
Like,
I think when you cook with alcohol, all the alcohol itself is burned off.
yeah, I
And
think
and you just
so.
get the flavor, like the flavor of the sherry or the
Right.
flavor of the beer, but the alcohol itself
Listen,
is
I'm not
gone.
that smart.
Because
But
you've never heard anybody like crash in their car because they had 3 beer battered brats or something.
right,
You've never
yeah,
heard,
yeah,
right? So
interesting.
yeah. The only thing I can't have besides alcohol is um grapefruit and apparently now also pomegranate.
Oh,
And the
no, I
reason for
love
that is
pomegranate.
it fucks with the medication.
Oh,
It disables it
is
or
that
something.
like
Yeah,
the
I don't.
acid in them or
I
something?
guess I don't know.
They're
Grapefruit was
really
never a
well,
favorite.
I
I do
know
like Fresca though. Fresca.
pomegranate's pretty acidic, but so is, like, oranges too. Can you eat, like,
Yeah,
oranges?
I mean, if I'm gonna
Oh, that's
bother to
weird.
peel
Then I
one,
don't know.
sure. If somebody peeled it for me, Robin, if you peeled me, and I would
You
eat
don't
it if you
like
gave.
peeling oranges or you physically can't?
No, no,
Is it like I don't know. I don't know, it could be okay, look, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I have carpal tunnel. I don't talk about it that much because whatever, and I'm not like, "Oh, pity me," but, I have really bad carpal tunnel in my right hand, and I get, like, flare-ups all the time. I can't even open pill bottles, Rob, so
Yeah. Well, I have a thing here. It's a
so
plastic thing
I don't know if
that.
it's like a physical thing, you can't peel an orange.
No, but I have the thing that goes on your. It's like a
Oh,
ring
yeah,
with
I
it,
have one of
and
those.
then you go like that. And I've never used it, but because I mean, an orange in my house. Come on, who are you talking to? There's no
Right.
fruit here. If it doesn't come in a box, bag, or can, it's not in this house.
Yeah.
So I'm a healthy man. So yeah. So anyways, MREs and alcohol. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, MREs, alcohol. Yeah, and I oh my gosh, so the other day I bought, I bought strawberry jelly. I haven't had it in a long time and I couldn't remember if I liked it. Occasionally I like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Fucking sue me, okay? And so I'm in the kitchen and I'm like trying to open the jar and I cannot. And I'm the kind of person I don't like asking for help. Like I don't like
Right,
being helpless
right.
because women I think are portrayed, as helpless too often. Anyway, so I'm in there and I'm like, whatever, trying to open this. I've got like a rag. I've tried every fucking trick under the book. My husband, he walks in, he's like, "You want help with that?" And I'm like, "Sure, since you asked." And he just like pops it off, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm literally one of those people who cannot open a can. That's fucking sad, right? Oh, I hate
Well,
it so
so
much.
here's how sad it is.
Motherfuck me. Fucking
Um,
sad.
I am also the same kind of person. I have in my
Oh,
house, I have in my house those like rubber, and they have holes in them, and they're a grip for the jar so that
oh
you
yeah,
can,
I know what you're
yeah.
talking about.
And I
I
I
need
just
one of
bought a
those.
I just bought a new set of 4 from Amazon the other day for $11 because the ones I have are wearing out.
Oh god.
So
I
when I
need
was a
one of
kid, I would be like, I can't open the jar, and I'd get a knife and use the thick end of the knife, the handle, not the blade, and I would
those. Mhm.
I would turn the jar and pound on it 3 times. My mom taught me that, and then I would pop open it right up. But
Right.
now I just use these, and I mean these bottles here. These bottles are hard for me to open. The Gatorade. I have
Yeah,
to
I
get that
can't
thing and I have to go.
can't open them either.
By the time I open it, I'm dead. I can't drink it because I already
Yeah.
died. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
but
I know exactly how you feel.
I have weak upper body strength and especially weak hands.
I
Now,
can.
this has actually been to my advantage with women. They're like, "Oh
Really?
my God, your hands are so soft." They use that voice. And
That's adorable.
I had recently reconnected with a friend of mine who was she's not she's just a friend. That's the easiest way to say it.
Mhm, mhm,
And
mhm, just a friend. Mhm,
yeah, we reconnected in March, but we haven't seen. And she moved away. She moved to like California, and then she moved back. And then she said, "Hey, I moved back." And then I said, "Oh." And then I've been begging her to come visit me, but of course, I don't know, COVID and whatever. We haven't seen each other. But then she said, and we'd never had any sex. We're literally just friends. And then she
mhm,
said to
just
me,
friends.
she goes, "I would like to come visit you because I remember your soft hands." And I'm like, "What?
Aw,
What is
that's
happening?"
it sounds like flirting to
Yeah, it does sound
me,
like that, doesn't it?
but what do I know?
So,
Nothing.
but my hands, I've never done a hard day's labor in my life. Well, I have, but it's like I haven't.
Right. I have too. It's really funny too because I look back on my life and, I was in the army. I've changed tires on a Humvee by myself, like fucking stuff that, people make posters out of like
Yeah.
she's so strong, you know what I mean? And like I've lived that life, but now I'm like at this point where I feel almost like I feel sorry for myself. But so like in my right hand, right? I broke this thumb once upon a time. I broke the whole bone like all the way down to the bottom. So now my thumb is actually like crooked. Like if I hold my hands up next to each other, my right thumb is like rotated a little to the it's
Hold
weird.
on. I know she
Okay.
has push to talk, so she won't be able to speak during this. So yeah, see, to me, it's not noticeable. I don't notice it.
You can notice it, I guess, if I went the other way, but it's really
Yeah.
awkward. One of these days, I'll take a picture and I'll show you. But
Okay.
yeah, so like my thumb is crooked and I get
Because it's not like we have
shut
a
up.
camera now or anything.
I
It's
know.
not like you
No,
can't
but
just
it's too hard because I can't talk to you at the same time. Anyways,
use your foot for
so
the push to talk, Robin. Put that up there like that.
so I'll get like like little flare ups in my arm or whatever. And yeah, I can't do anything. Even like clicking my mouse makes my hand hurt. And so I'll be like, well, fuck this. I'm not doing any work tonight or whatever.
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, it's really
Oh,
sad because I used to be so awesome and now I'm not
you're
awesome
awesome. Shut up.
anymore.
I love how I have the same thing like that. Uh-oh, she's talking to one of her kids.
Sorry, my
Or
husband just got home from work.
oh, I said kids. It's the same. I or she's talking to a pet, and we're all gonna be
No.
rich because they can
It was
talk.
my husband. He was asking where the dog was, and I was like, "Oh, he's outside." Shit, I didn't mean to leave him out. So he's only been out there for like 15 minutes. It's not like I left him out there for like hours. But I did
Where are the
forget to let him
kids?
in. I feel really bad.
Yeah, where are the kids?
So my
I don't know.
no. My toddler is in bed, and then 13 and 8-year-old, they're playing video games in the basement. So whatever, they're doing what they always do. Okay, carry on with your story. I'm listening now.
Oh,
Sorry.
my story was going to be that I have the same affliction or a similar affliction that you have, which is if I'm doing something and one little tiny thing goes wrong, whether it's with that thing or with my body or something, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done for the day.
Yep.
And I have to go. I have to go to bed. Yeah, like I just quit. And
I'm either really stubborn or I give up really easily, but there's like no middle ground.
yeah.
I'm either like I'm done or I'm not quitting until
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
so
solved,
we're the same person. You
Yeah.
understand this, don't
Yeah.
you? So another
Exactly.
thing, I don't know if you're like this though. What I don't know that I still do this. I possibly still do this, but there's less that I have to do now. But I was really big my whole life on like if you had to do one big thing in the day, like go to a doctor's appointment. That's it. You can't
Yep.
ask me to do anything else. If I have to
Yeah.
go to the doctor's appointment and pick up milk, nope. It's one
Yep.
thing now. Well, that's a bad example because I would do like errands, but if I had to go to
Right.
the
Yeah.
doctor and the dentist, they couldn't be on the same day. Not the
Yeah.
same day. No,
No.
can't do it.
I'm so the same way. I don't like doing two big things like in one day or whatever. Like
Right.
my family is planning a trip to go to Disney World soon. And they're like, "Oh, we're going to go to all the Disney World." I guess there's like I've never been to Disney World, so pardon me. But I guess there's like different parks and you can like buy a
Yeah.
pass to go to all of the Disney World parks. I don't fucking understand. I'm like, that sounds so exhausting. Like
It is.
fuck all that. I don't want to do that. They're like, "Oh, you don't want to come?" And I'm like, "Well, one, I'm not really a theme park kind of person. I don't really enjoy them. I find them more of a chore than fun. That's just me."
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, you're Miss Sour Pants," and they're like making fun of me and shit.
So
I'm like, "Well,
is he gonna take all of them just alone and you're gonna stay home?
no." So we're not going. Fuck that shit.
Wow. Can the kids hear
Sorry.
this?
No, no. So it's like my mom and all of my brothers, and then one of those brothers, aforementioned brothers, he is married and they have 3 children. So it'd be my mom, 3 of my brother's wife, and 3 of their children. They're all going to Disney World next summer. And they're like, "Oh, you guys don't want to come?" Well, one, we can't afford it. It's very expensive to go to Disney World. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's
Yeah,
crazy
it's
expensive.
expensive to fucking
Yeah.
leave your house basically, no matter
Right.
where you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah. So we can't go, but they're all going because I guess they just can throw away money like that. Good for them. But even my mom was like, "Oh, well, we can split the hotel room and we can just get a suite, or whatever, and you guys can have one room and we'll have the other one." And I'm like, that doesn't even make me want to go. Like that's not helping. I
Yeah.
definitely don't want to go. And like I don't think maybe my middle kid might want to go, but I think about going to Disney World and I'm like, I'd have to haul around he'll be 3 then, my 3-year-old around fucking Disney World. That's fucking too much. You're asking way too much.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
get a
can't even take
stroller.
him to
That's what you do.
Walmart,
Yeah.
like I don't want to take him to
Yeah.
Disney World. Fuck that.
I'm having heart palpitations even listening to this story. Like
I
I can't.
know, right? It just sounds horrible. I'm so
Let's
not a
take the
theme
big guy
park
out and walk him around in the
person.
sun. That's a good idea. I
No.
don't prefer outside. I don't know if you know this about me. Um,
Yeah.
like I'm looking at that condo going, look at all the light coming in the windows. Oh my God. Fuck, put a curtain
Just
up.
get blackout shades.
That's what I have here. It's funny, people make fun of me. My whole house is blackout shades and I don't open the windows ever. I'm talking about all day, every day,
Mhm.
they're just closed. Now, if it's raining or snowing or some fun weather thing is happening, I'll pop one open because first of all, the sun isn't shining in my face.
Right,
And
yeah.
if it's raining, I'll even go out and stand on the porch because I love rain and thunder and lightning and all that stuff.
I
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
pass. Hard pass. My husband, he can fall asleep during like a thunderstorm and just conk out sawing
Yeah.
logs like out. And I'll sit in bed and it's thundering outside. I fucking hate thunderstorms. I don't know why, I just don't like them. And I can't sleep whenever it's thunderstorming. We used to live in Kansas City, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City, where we see like tornadoes all the fucking time. And every time one was like near, you get like this really big, crazy storm with it typically. I hated it. I hated everything about it. Like the whole house shakes. Fuck that. And he's like over here. You know, I'm like, Jesus, I wish I could do that. But he grew up in the Midwest, so I think he's used to it. I grew up in California, so what's a storm? Yeah.
Right. You only need to worry about earthquakes.
Yeah, earthquakes. They were, I
Uh,
mean, and I was so far north, our earthquakes were like blips, they were like
yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
I felt the Northwich quake in Phoenix when it happened
Yeah,
in
that's
'94.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
Sleeping.
exactly,
Thunderstorms
Scuba.
are sleeping.
Exactly.
No, I
So
don't
there's a
get it.
big difference between like if lightning strikes a tree in your backyard, like bam, there's a difference between that
Yeah.
and then like off in the distance low rumbling, which I'll
Yeah,
sleep
no,
through.
I
It's
can't.
actually a sleep inducer. Like I have to have white noise and
Right.
it can't be, I mean, nature
No.
usually isn't that rhythmic, but I don't know. Thunderstorms have always been a favorite of mine, or like train horns, but like 4 miles
I hate
away.
train
But
horns. Pass.
not if what you're hearing is, just barely, you can just barely
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah.
There's people that live down like their house is next to the train tracks,
Yep.
and
I
I go,
lived by train tracks
what times did the
once
train comes by? And those people go, oh, I don't know, because they
because they
literally
don't
fucking
notice
don't
it.
even hear it. Like it's
Yeah.
they're so accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, when
So
I was, like, 17, we lived in a house, like, and the train tracks were, like, right behind our house. Hated that too,
yeah,
but I have to have, like, total silence and total darkness to sleep. So, like, in the summertime, I put, like, a little mask over the little fucking eyeball mask things, so I'll sleep with one of those because it's too hot to cover up with my blanket. But, like, in the wintertime, I go under. I, like, make a little fucking cave out of my blanket and I'll take a pillow and put it on my head so it blocks out a lot of noise. It has to be quiet. I need peace and quiet. I swear if my house creaks, I can't sleep. Like if it's a really creaky night, I
yeah,
can't fucking sleep. I hate it because everybody else in my house can sleep through the fucking air raid sirens going off and I can't.
yeah.
It's so annoying.
So
I don't
you'll
get it.
love this. When I lived in Los Angeles, I lived in the same 300 square foot studio apartment for 10 years,
Mhm.
and there was no overhead light. So the light was a lamp was connected to the switch by the door.
Oh, right, yeah. That's
But
Washington for
if
you.
I turned the light off, my bed was across the room and it was a I'll trip and kill myself scenario. So for
Right.
10 years I slept with the room fully lit. Just the
Oh
light
my
on. Yeah,
god,
no problem.
no.
No problem.
No.
But I do have to have white
Can't do
noise. I
it.
have to have like in LA it was the air conditioner. Like even in the dead of winter I wouldn't have the AC on, but I'd have the fan turned on, the hum
Mhm.
of that. And in my
Yeah.
bedroom now there's just a stand-up fan 24/7. It's just and it's not pointing at anything to cool anything. It's just the noise of it.
Ugh,
Now there's
yeah.
apps on your phone that you can get or whatever. But so here's the reason I need to have that though is I'm sort of like you in that way. I can't sleep if there's any weird if a fucking bird chirps. I'm like, what was that? I can't.
Yes,
It
me
can't
too.
be any. So what this white noise does is it's a substitute. It's a blocker of all other noises, right? So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how I'm able to sleep. If it was dead silent, I could sleep. But if any
Mhm.
fucking buddy dropped a toothpick on a carpet, I'd be like, "Who's there? What's that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when we lived in Missouri, we had our bedroom was right above the living room, and there was a ceiling fan in the living room. And if we forgot to turn it off before we went to bed, I swear I would like put my head on the bed, and you can just hear the
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
the turning of the fucking fan. And I was like, I chuck off my blankets all pissed off. I gotta go back downstairs and turn the fucking
Yeah.
ceiling fan off because I could hear it through the floor. It was crazy and
Yeah.
it drove me
So
nuts.
if it's a machine type of noise that has a rhythmic pattern. Like I
Mhm.
used to love it when I was a teenager. My bedroom, which was in the basement, was next to the laundry room. And my mom, who was a teacher, would of course do laundry at night because that's all the time she could do it. She was at work.
Mhm. Yeah.
So she would wash clothes and then dry them while I was sleeping in bed. And if I
Mhm.
heard that, I would actually it would actually help me go to sleep better than just no noise. Here's another thing. If she was vacuuming, fucking
Oh
loud
my
as shit
god, no.
upstairs, but the noise was
Yeah.
it was very rhythmic, and she did it the way she did it was she was very like patterny about it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and I would fucking just gone. Yeah.
You gotta get those nice little carpet lines when you
Oh yeah.
vacuum. I
Oh, we
fucking
had
love them.
I
When I vacuum,
vacuum
like,
and then
my living room, it's always straight line,
she'd
straight
come
line.
home
I love the lines.
she would come home from work and go, "Oh, Rob, you vacuumed. That's so nice. Thank you so much." And then I'd go,
Oh.
"Yeah." And then I'd go, "How'd I do?" And she would go, "Well, I'm just so appreciative of, because the lines for my vacuuming
Yeah.
job was just fucking whatever, you know what I mean?"
Yep.
And she
Oh
would
my
be
god, that's
like,
my 13-year-old. He cannot vacuum right to save his life. I've showed him many times, like, just straight line, angle, straight line, angle, straight line, angle. He's, like, just making fucking circles. Like, "What are you doing?" I don't get it.
"Yeah, my," and so then my mom would like vacuum it the next day, and I'd go,
Mhm.
"Oh, I vacuumed," and she goes, "Yeah, thank you, thank you,"
Yeah, you
but
did so
then and then
good.
yeah, I'm like 16, and she's
Oh,
patronizing
yeah.
me, but
Mhm.
yeah, should I show pictures of what I'm gonna look at tomorrow?
Sure, yeah. I
Let's
think
do it.
it's beautiful,
So you
and
guys, here's what
I
I'm gonna
like the
go.
laundry room.
Here's what I yeah.
What a weird thing to say you like about a house, the laundry room.
So this is
But it's got a cute little folding table.
I looked at a condo downtown. Ultimately, it didn't work for me. I looked at one yesterday or day before yesterday, and ultimately it didn't work for me. This one might work for me. This is a single level, um, hardwood floors, many, many 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 windows, which is not a plus, but it's all right. And then here's what I like is when you get to like the kitchen. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I like that
Yeah, I
countertop.
like the backsplash.
Yeah. It's a glass oven so
Stainless
you can
steel
see.
too, yeah,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice, so
The
nice.
refrigerator has the ice and water thing in it. I like that. I mean, that's not a reason to buy it. You can get a new refrigerator, but
Right.
so it's pretty nice. There are some rooms that are
Yes.
carpeted, obviously. That's all right.
Yeah, usually
Look at the
bedrooms.
shower. What's up? Giant walk-in shower.
Yes, love that, that's great.
Um, so that's good. And then yes, washer and dryer with the whole brand new technology,
Look at
digital.
that
Yeah.
little there's like a wash it's like a mud room. It probably connects to the outside too. Usually if they have a sink in it, they call it a mud room. I don't know,
Yeah. Here's a
because 'cause you're
little
supposed to
back
go in and, like,
porch.
wash your
And this, by the way, is a condo. So all of the yard and all that shit is all fucking taken care of. And the reason it looks so nice is that it's on the 11th hole of a golf course.
which is kinda cool. You could sit on your patio and watch people golf.
Yeah. And then there's the tees things. And then
Be like, "Look at his bad
I've already
swing."
got a thing where I'm going to keep a 7-iron by my back door, the sliding glass door, and then if anybody's acting a fool or making too much noise out there or whatever, I'm just going to walk out, find one of their balls, look at one of the players and go play through and wink, and then I'm just going to swing one of their balls, hit one of their balls in a random direction and walk back into my house. That's going to be my
That's
plan.
funny. How far is the hole from your house, though? Like,
So,
will people break
yeah,
your windows?
I have to get extra window insurance, so I can show you that.
You
I
have
believe
to
I
get
can.
extra window insurance?
No, I don't think so. I just
Oh, okay.
let's see. Can we look at this? Can we know the so the house is there and it's the one so actually it's a condo, but there's another person in the lower half of the building. I'd be in the top half up here. And my driveway is straight. Their
Okay.
driveway is all cockamamie, jack, turn right, turn left. I don't know what the hell's happening there. But so the golf course, you can see it. It's out there, but I think this might be part of it.
Yeah, that looks like golf course to me.
That looks like they cut it down, but I think if you hit your ball there, you fucked up. 'Cause
Yeah.
you should be over here. But anyway,
Yeah, maybe it's far enough.
but all this grass here and all this around all these units, they maintain that and everything, so it looks nice.
Nice.
And it's very north of, it's very 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 north um of Spokane. So like I'll show you. So Spokane is here, and I right now I live. My house right now is,
Like in
let's
Spokane.
my house.
No, you're
right
not in.
No, my house right now is around where I'm, right around here, like that.
Okay.
So this would be downtown Spokane, and then this new thing I'm looking at is, it's actually in a section called Deer Park, so it's about 25 minutes
wow.
north. But
Okay.
anyway, then you can back out, and then you can see
God, you
Washington,
can travel that far in 25 minutes?
and then you
I
can
feel
see
like it takes us
Seattle.
25 minutes to go 10 miles down the road. Like, holy crap.
And then Robin lives over here somewhere, and
Yeah.
then all the bad people live
I
here.
live like near the Wisconsin border,
Yeah, you live in.
just like northwest of Chicago. But we're like a mile from the border of Wisconsin, so we're, almost in Wisconsin.
All right. How come they don't have
So
borders?
go
Oh, they
up
do. Right here. Here's you right
more.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. There's your
Well,
house
no.
right there.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
there's my town. That's where I
Yeah.
live. But we're literally like a fucking stone's throw away from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
In fact, we shop in Wisconsin more than we shop in Illinois because we go to Kenosha, which is, right down the road.
Well, and what I would tell
And
people is,
way
if you're going to come to my
faster.
house, just go to Canada and come back a mile. Then it's right there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
it.
same here. Plus, like, Wisconsin is so much cheaper for some reason. Like, everything's cheaper in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, of course.
I have no idea why.
Well, because Illinois.
Yeah, I don't know. Our taxes.
Yeah,
are crazy
I'm
here.
Murder Hobo Show. I'm slowly. I actually clicked on a couple condos that live in Canada, or that live in Canada. This tree lives here. But then moving that's, I mean, I wouldn't mind living in Canada, but oh my God, the shit you'd have to go through to make that happen. And especially,
Yeah.
I have my liver, and I have to get, if I change countries, there's a whole fucking thing with that, and because I got to get my yearly checkups, and oh my God.
Mhm. I know so little about, like, Canada and, like, I guess, like, I don't know what I'm going for here. I don't know enough about Canada to know if I wanna live there. I assume it's colder in Canada because it's further north,
Yeah,
but I
I
could
would.
be
Yeah,
wrong. Maybe
that's
there's
true. But I'm good with that.
parts of Canada.
I've always.
I'm not. I hate cold weather.
But see, the thing is,
Hate it.
if it's hot, you can't fucking do anything. If it's cold, you can layer up. You can
We
put
live in igloos.
You can wear a jacket.
Murder Hobo says they live in igloos.
What city
No,
are
I'm
you
not
in,
that
Murder
dumb.
Hobo?
But yeah, so people will be like, "Oh, I'm in Vancouver," or whatever. I don't even know where Vancouver is. Thank you, American education system. I'm sure I've seen it on a map, but I couldn't tell you. Is it on the east side, the west side? I don't fucking know. I literally don't know. So make fun of me all you want.
The other thing, though, you guys, I'll put the screen back on as soon as I pull it up here. The other alternative that I have is that I can just build a brand new house in my backyard.
You could do that.
So I'll show that now. So this would be the house. This is what it would be. It would have a master bathroom, bedroom, closet, kitchen, dining room, extra bedroom, and then a bathroom, and then this would be the studio. I'd change the bedroom 3 into a den, really. And then it's got a 2-car garage, and then I can show you. I can walk you through it, everybody. Oh, who wants to see it?
Ooh, see, Toronto. Toronto is not that much further north because it's on the little, reaching down part of Canada in the Great Lakes area. I could probably live in Toronto. It might not be that cold there, right? Right? Does it get really cold in Toronto? I don't know. I'm sorry, Rob.
So here you come in the house here, or you come in through the garage, which I believe is this door, and then you can come in, and then you can come in. You got your dining room and living room sort of situation, and then if you go here, you have a bathroom, and then this would be the studio, and then over to the right would be another bedroom. We can go in there, but we don't really have to do that. But this goes back. This is the cool thing back here. Oh, here's the kitchen. Awesome. And
Cute
the
little peekaboo window.
and Robin, the special ice and water maker right there.
Yes.
And then go
Not
back. Whoa,
stainless steel.
I'm dizzy now. What the hell? Okay, I'll go back into the master bedroom. I mean.
Yes, master bedroom right by the kitchen.
Whoa.
Sign me the fuck up.
And then yes, and then I don't think I would have the sliding. There's an option to not have the sliding door in the bedroom, which I don't think I would do. But look at this. Oh, walk-in shower, and then in the bathroom is a walk-in closet. What?
Ew, I hate that. Our house has that here. I fucking hate it. You wanna know why?
Invited to
Why
come
I
over right
hate
away.
it?
Why do you hate it?
No, look, listen, because this is how our master bedroom is set up. We have to go into the bathroom to get to the closet. There's no other access to the closet. So you have to go through
But
the
I like that.
bathroom
That's where you
to the
keep your
closet.
secret shit. Your your
Okay,
Violas
but
and
we have
everything.
to put a dehumidifier in there and run the fan every time we, take a shower, which you should do anyways because otherwise mold, right? But our clothes, like if you don't wear some of your clothes very often, we have things in there that we like never wear, but they're in there like formal clothes or whatever. And yeah, we have to run the dehumidifier because otherwise they'll get, if your clothes get too much condensation
Yeah.
from the shower and from the bathroom, they get mildewy. I fucking hate it. I think it's really poor house design.
Well, for me, I'm
And
wearing
if we were
t-shirts and
to
sweats,
ever
so
buy
what the fuck
another
do I care?
house, I know, but if we were to ever buy another house, I don't want the closet to be accessible from the bathroom. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So that's just one. This is an outfit. Simplicity Homes. They build the house. It's turnkey. You just say, I want the house. Here's the money. They get the permits from the city and the county. They gravel. They dig out the lot. They pour the cement. They do everything. They just do it all. It's done. And so that's a consideration as well for me. I might do that as well. So let's get back to the show now. That's part of the show. But anyways, you guys, I'm looking to
Gives us
improve
stuff
my
to talk
yeah, I'm looking to improve my the reachy down part. I'm looking to improve my living situation because I think I need to be. I mean, I'm pretty happy, but I need to be a little bit happier, just a little
about.
bit. Plus, a new house. Look at all the chicks that are gonna be begging to be my girlfriend. Not because
That's
of my, not because they have want anything to do with me personally. It's just because I have an awesome house. That's why they're gonna want.
Heck yeah. Whatever makes you happy, Rob.
Right. All that, yeah. I wouldn't keep my porn in that walk-in closet because it would be too damp. Yeah. Who has porn now? You don't. It's all digital. You don't need porn. You don't need magazines.
I just suggest you buy like a little dehumidifier and keep it in that closet on at all the times.
I could go with some of the other
grow to hate it.
designs.
You'd be like, "Yep, this is stupid. I don't like it."
Let's look at the next size up and see if it's a different. Go back to this and let's look at the next. So 1,235 square feet. Let's look at this one because it would probably just be slightly more. Let's just see. Virtual tour. Clearwater. Ooh, it's totally different. All right, well, here's a den type of room, and then okay, so you come on there you go, front door, right? Come in. Let's take
I
a
like
left.
that.
So there's the studio. That would be the studio, probably.
Right.
Come in here.
Yeah.
Let's somehow
it's like a little
get back on track.
Super small.
Here's the kitchen.
Eat and dining.
Boom. Okay. And then
good lord.
Here is the
size of my kitchen.
Front room. Yeah, this one actually looks. It's not smaller, but it looks smaller.
Yeah, because it's not open.
Right, but let's look at the master bedroom now. Let's just see. Is this it? Oh,
yeah, it's like a bathroom. That's a bedroom.
Oh, there's a bathroom over there. Okay, let's check it out. Let's go in there. Nope, I don't like it. It's a tub. I like the walk-in. Well, you can replace. I like the walk-in shower bit. That's what. I don't like this house as well as I do the other one.
Yeah, I don't like the floor plan. It's weird.
Let's go down to the other end just in case we want to see something.
Weird.
What's this? Oh, bedroom. Well, that looks pretty small, huh? That bedroom. Jesus.
Yeah.
And then
Room.
this
Laundry
is your
room.
printer room.
Oh, interesting.
Why would
It's a storage utility
there's no? They
closet.
have that's where they have their printer set up. They probably have laptops, and then they just I don't know.
No,
Fucking I
but
have
it's a
no idea.
closet.
Closet. So the floor plan is this. So yeah, no, there is no walk-in closet in this one, I guess. Let's go.
Nope.
Let's just welcome to the show, everybody. This is a Round Robin Realty. That's what the name of the show is.
We're having fun. Dicking
Yeah,
off.
this is the next one up. Let's look at it. Virtual tour. The Durham.
I'm turning off my camera for a second, but I'm still here. I'm not
Okay.
leaving.
So the Durham, everybody. Let's look. Oh, that's a hardwood floors. Now see, already I like
Ooh,
this.
I like this one.
I
Yeah.
like this already. The hardwood floors. I don't like carpet. And so I'm in the kitchen. Ding dong. Oh, I better go to the front door. Where the hell is it? Is this it? That's probably it. Oh, fireplace. Okay, all right. I'm digging. Well, hey,
Yeah,
open this door. That's probably the garage. That's probably the garage. Okay, let's go back. Whoop. Oh. Go down the hall. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Go in
I
there.
like this one. This one's got a much more normal
Oh,
layout.
this must be the middle of the house bathroom, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Normal shower and tub. That's fine.
So you can use the formal dining area as your office.
Right,
Your
and then
studio.
go in here. Oh, and then what's back here? Is this just a closet? Yeah.
It's
Oh,
formal dining.
it's a walk-in closet, literally. Oh, and it's got the whole smart crap. All right, back down here. Let's go. This is the second bedroom, and then in here. Oh, does it let you go in the? Oh, none of them let you go in the garage. This is awesome. Yeah. This is a 3-car garage. What the fuck?
Yeah. What do you need a 3-car garage for?
I don't think you do.
Got like a little storage nook over there too. That's nice.
Yeah. So back in the house, back in. Oh, it's not gonna let me in. Let me in. It's not gonna let me in.
Can't go back
Let me in the house. Are there printers here? I want to see. There's 2 garage door openers. Okay, let me in. Okay, it's not gonna let me in. So how do I get back in? Do I have to go back over here? Go over here. That? You have to.
Broke it.
I guess you have to start over. It's still. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back in. Okay, so where was the master bathroom? I didn't see that. Let's look at the floor plan. Oh, there is a mat. Oh, there we go. Okay, I gotta go around.
Oh,
okay, I got it now. I got it.
The room on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, but it has a walk-in closet that's separate from the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, that's much better. I like that.
Is it?
It should be that. No. Go. It's the very back room. Not
Here?
that one. Nope.
Not this
the
one
you
either?
were just standing by the garage door.
Oh, okay. This is so combative. This
I know, it's weird. I hate virtual tours of houses. They're so weird. It's to your right, this door right there, I think. Yeah, this is it. So this is the master.
Oh, so
and
the bathroom's
closet,
back here?
Ah,
there we go. Yep. So closet here, bathroom there.
See?
Walk-in shower.
Ooh, yeah, I like this one much better.
Ooh, oh, and it's got the I want to sit down in the shower. Is that what that is?
Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's how our shower is here in our master room. It's
2
got like
sinks.
2 little.
So when she comes over, she's got her own sink.
All
right, this might be the one. See, and what you can do is when you like say, "Oh, I want this house," right? So here's what you do. You go here and then you go what's the difference between premium and signature? I don't know. Anyways, you go there and then you go instant quote, right? And then you tell it, "Oh, I'm in Washington and I'm in Spokane and whatever." And then you can actually customize the whole house. We won't go through it, but you can pick, "I want these countertops, I want these cupboards, I want these handles." Yeah, the whole thing. And then they just build it and it's done.
That's cool.
And that's how you do it. All right. So anyway, that's still a possibility. But I am gonna go. I am gonna go look at this place tomorrow and see what they tell me up there.
Right. Oh, I gotta turn my camera back on, don't I? Whoops.
Yeah, George, it's a 1-car garage and a 2-car game room. That's exactly what it is. But and I probably would do if it was a 3-car garage. That might have been and I think you can get a 2-car garage for less, and then they can make it a 3 for more, and I would just get the 2 probably. But
Yeah.
so because there would be the
What do you need
master.
a 3-car garage for? Nothing.
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 My girlfriend has
Nada.
2 cars. I don't know. Yeah.
Nobody needs a 3-car garage. It's
Nobody.
excessive.
It's excessive. That's right.
We have a 2-car garage, but it's very narrow, very narrow.
Yeah.
And I don't see how anybody could actually fit 2 cars in there. My husband says it can be done, but I don't believe him. We only own 1 car, thankfully, so the other half of our garage holds shit, like all of
Right.
our bikes. You know
And
what I mean? We
my
got 5
garage
bikes,
right now, my garage right
bicycles.
now is a 1-car garage. But it was built in 1945 or something.
Right.
So it originally had swinging barn doors on it. And when my mom moved in, I said, "How long are those going to be there?" She goes, "Oh, tomorrow. Those are gone." And
Aw,
so it does have a regular like human open the door with a clicker thing. But
right.
when I park my car, this is every time I go out of my house, I drive up to my house, I open the door, I pull the car in, and then I get out of the car and I've got to scooch out
Yep.
like that. And then luckily I usually whatever's in the back, I open the back of the car and then I have all the room I want. But
Yeah.
I currently have to empty groceries out of the back of my car, walk outside from my garage to my house because
Oh, it
it's
doesn't
detached.
connect?
No, it doesn't
Oh,
connect. And
mm.
this is a main reason I hate my house. That it's too small and it doesn't have an attached garage. And I'm trying to think for my senior years, like 20, 25 more years when maybe I might be somehow less ambulatory and so it would be good to have
Yeah.
a house that you can be in and go get in your car and never have to go outside. That's one. And then
Mhm.
I would if I built this house, I would tear down my garage out here and build that driveway all the way to the street and heat it.
Right.
And so now I'm walking to take my garbage to the street or get my mail and I don't fall and slip and kill myself. So I'm thinking
Mhm.
about all this stuff, for the future.
Yeah.
Or just buy that one I'm going to look at tomorrow and it's already all done. I don't think the driveway's heated, but whatever.
Yeah, like when we were house shopping, we almost bought a different house. And it had some really nice things about it. It was very updated. Like the house we live in now is not it's still kind of the same as it was when it was built. There's all this oak trim in the house, which I hate. It's very old fashioned. Can you see that? I hate it. Okay. So one day we're gonna take it all down because I don't like it. I've never been a fan of like chair rails. I think it's really old fashioned. Anyways, so this house is not very updated. It's not very modern. But we looked at a house that had recently been like super renovated. I mean, like it was beautiful. All the floors were new, new countertops, like the whole fucking shebang. And the thing I didn't like about it, but I also kind of did like about it, the garage was detached, which is like a big no for me. I don't like detached garages.
No.
But they had the structure that was the garage was so big that they cut it and they finished part of the garage. So it was 2 extra rooms and a bathroom in the detached garage. It was
Oh,
like
wow.
a
So it could be
like
like
an
a little
apartment
apartment. Yeah.
almost. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And I was like, "That's kind of nice," because at that point in time, my husband's mom was, considering to come live with us, and we were like, "That'd be pretty." She could have her own space, Sure, it's attached to the garage, but it was totally finished. Drywall, carpet, the whole 9
Yeah.
yards. It was like a little mini apartment. It was really nice. But yeah, we ended up not getting it because there were other things. It didn't have a fenced yard, and we've always had dogs, so
Yeah.
no fenced yard would be a big no for our dog because we'd have to walk her every single time she had to go potty.
Right.
No. This was back when we had a Great Dane. Yeah, so
Lays the shit the size of a dumpster.
Yeah, and there was other, it had like a weird basement. Um, the whole basement was like it was like a big great room, and then there was like a wall, and there was another room on the other side of the wall, so you could like make a whole circle around it. It was weird, but nice. We could have used that for space,
Yeah.
office
The
space
other
or
thing I was looking into is there's this outfit that builds homes. They basically buy a section of land in a neighborhood and then they turn it into a what's that called? Not a development, but a
subdivision.
subdivision. And they build them all out and they put like 12
Yeah,
houses in there. And
yeah.
so I ran into these guys and all the houses they build are smart homes.
Ooh, I like those.
So that's a huge thing for me is that you can
Yeah,
just do everything from your phone, like turn on
yeah.
lights, turn on the heat, up all that shit. And so I
Yep.
might also be considering that.
Yeah.
Those are pricey. They're not that pricey, but in order to do it, I mean, if I moved, yeah. See, I'm struggling. I'm talking about it right now on stream. I'm going back and forth. Every idea's coming in and out. But obviously the building a home on my lot is attractive because I don't literally have to move or do anything. If I buy another house, like if I buy this thing I'm looking at tomorrow, or if I bought one of these smart
Sell
homes,
your
I'd have to sell
house
my
and
house and clean it up, and people are coming, and I don't have. I'm not at the office 9 to 5. I'm here all day, so if somebody wanted to come look, they're gonna call me up. I gotta leave for an hour. It's all crazy.
yeah.
And my friend Jeff was telling me, you know what, Rob? That's just how the fucking shit works. Just buck
Yeah,
up, fucker. Do it.
that is
Like he's
how it
like,
is.
stop being
Yeah.
a baby, and I'm like, oh, calm down.
Yeah, so our whole house is like a smart, so this is our front door camera, right? You can see my Halloween decorations out there. And then we have a
Yeah.
garage. That's our garage. Allegedly, you can fit 2 cars in there, but you see our
Um,
car and all of our bikes and stuff on the other
I'm
side.
saying
There's
that
no
garage is
fucking
not
way.
gonna hold another car. I'm saying that's not
Says it's
happening.
a 2-car garage, but I don't believe it. But then also, like, so I can turn on all the house alarms from here.
Yeah, see,
So our
I need
alarm
that. I need
system,
that. I
and I
do
can change
have
the temperature right here.
I do
So
have a
it's
picture of my
70
front
in here.
porch.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know if that'll get picked up or not, but I have the ring just on my front porch only.
We have one
And
on the front yard, garage, and the backyard, but our backyard camera is offline right now for some reason. See, is backyard camera's offline for some reason. I don't know why.
if it was on, it would just be the dog's nose sniffing.
No, my husband let him in, but we can see our entire backyard, except for like one little part of the side yard, but that's fine.
Celestian says dog plus 12 gauge is a house alarm.
Well, we still have those alarms though, which is weird because like our neighborhood's super safe. It's just a holdover from when we lived in not very safe neighborhoods. We're very we like protecting our shit. I When we lived in Washington, my car used to get broken into all the time. And I had a Garmin stolen out of my car. Who remembers Garmin? Okay, I used to have one of
Garmin,
those. It got stolen
totally.
out of my car. My D&D books got stolen out of my car once, and my husband's laptop, and yeah, like we've had a lot of shit. We've had our car broken into a lot. You'd think we'd learn not to put expensive stuff in the car, but it doesn't matter. They stole books and stuff too out of my car once. So, that was when we lived in Washington.
Well,
Yeah. We lived in an apartment complex too, so that could be part of it. Very low income, which is crazy because now I think back, the apartment we had in Washington was a 2-bedroom apartment and we were paying $1,200 a month, and that was the low income area. $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. So expensive. Never again. I like Washington though. It's just too expensive.
is it?
It is. Yeah. The houses you're looking at, Rob,
Yeah.
they cost more than my house that I'm living in now, which is 2,000 square feet or 3,000 if you count the basement. Your house is more expensive. All the houses you've been looking at cost more than my 3,000 square foot house here. 2,000 square feet of livable space.
I need to move to fucking Illinois. What the fuck?
Yeah. So our house, when we bought it for 199, 999. Yeah, 200,000. You're paying 100 and some grand more for less house. That's all
And
I'm saying.
my house, which is listed as 904 square feet, but that I'm assuming that includes the garage. It's really more like 600 square feet
Right.
is worth $200,000.
Yeah, that's how much my house costs.
Yeah.
And it's not even a third of the size of my house.
But
That's crazy.
my friend Ida, you know Ida, everybody knows Ida. Her and her husband bought their house in California for $270,000. It's currently worth $1.9 million. And I'm like, you could
Yes.
fucking sell that, come here, buy 4 houses, live in one, and rent the other 3, and your life would be set. Because I like California. Yeah, whatever. She has to be near the beach. She's a freak. I said
Plus,
you could sell your house, come
your
to
cash
Spokane, buy a $500,000 house, and take the other $1.5 million and build a beach in your fucking backyard. You could just do that.
Right, yeah. We lived in Missouri, but in Kansas City, the houses were pretty much the same cost as they are here in Illinois. Like it was, we were looking at the same sort of price range, same amount of house. I don't think it was cheap. Maybe out in like the boonies of Missouri. I know you can get a lot of house for less in parts of Texas. You can get big ass houses for like 250,000. Like a big like a mansion, you know?
No, but like
So
a
I don't
big
know,
ass
it's
house,
just
yeah.
weird. I wish I and that's what I hate about America too, you know, like you can say you make $80,000 a year. In some places, Washington DC, that's fucking nothing. You know what I mean? $80,000 a year is nothing. But if you live, you know, kind of a small town in the Midwest, $80,000 makes you like one of the richest people in town. Isn't that crazy? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
no,
it's
that's
yeah.
crazy.
It's like establishing a federal minimum wage. You know, everybody talks about, oh, $15 minimum
Mhm.
wage. Great if you live in, you know, fucking, you know,
Fuck nowhere. Yeah.
bumfuck. You know, well, you live in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle. Bye bye. No, you can't do it.
I just find the whole concept so it's infuriating too, you know? Like it's
But
so
that's
weird that you can go
here's the trick
from
everybody should
being
do.
poor in San Francisco to being rich in, you know, nowhere, Mississippi. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's so weird.
you got to find a place you like that you like to live, and then you got to hire some serial killers to go rampant in that area. Right? And you know, like, hey, these are just guys I hired. That's not real. And then everybody leaves, and then now you got now you're just everything's the values plummet, and you can buy up the whole town. Yeah, that's how you do it. There you go, everybody.
Don't do it. We do not advise you to try this at home.
I
All
advise it.
right.
Did you know
I
that
love
Rob Toohey promotes serial killing? Like, who's gonna take that seriously? No, but seriously, do it. Do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do
Don't
it.
do it. Dun, dun. Isn't there a song? Don't do it. Dun, dun.
I don't know.
I don't know. So yeah, so I'm excited to look at the other place.
I know. I'm so excited for you. I hope you get something that works for you, works for your budget, and doesn't cause you headaches.
Right.
I mean, it's house. There's gonna be headaches. Sorry
Well, yeah,
to like
anything, all of it is a headache. But then what you're hoping is I'm going to have these headaches, and then when it's all over, yay, happy times.
until you get to like the inspections part. We had to do 3 separate inspections
Oh, right,
before we bought
yeah, I know all about
because
that.
VA home loan. They wanted very specific inspections and they couldn't be done by the general inspection. It was dumb. Also, when we tried to buy our house, it failed some of the inspections.
Really?
Like they didn't have a carbon monoxide detector upstairs, and the VA will not let you buy a house unless there's a carbon monoxide detector on every livable level of the house. So basement's not included. So yeah, when we got the inspection report back, we had to like have our agent talk to the seller's agent to tell them that they had to put a carbon monoxide detector on the second level so that we could buy the house. It was a whole bunch of little puny stupid shit like that, Rob, when we were
Yeah,
buying a
I
house
know.
that I was like, this is fucking stupid and I don't want to buy a house. Because you have to like go through the fucking chain. Like we would get a letter from the inspector, we'd have to give that to our real estate agent. She had to give it to their real estate agent, and then their real estate agent had to give it to them, the owners, and then it had to go all the way backwards the same way, whatever their fucking reply was. It was the most dumbest bullshit I've ever experienced in my life. Like, hated every minute of
When
it.
you guys were shopping, where were you living?
We were living in Missouri. And so what we did twice, we drove from Missouri to here, stayed at my brother's house. We told our agent what days we would be here. We were here for like a 3-day weekend or whatever. And then she was like, okay, we'll show you houses on Saturday, or, whatever. So we spent all Saturday, like from 8 in the morning until like 6 at night, because she wanted to show us as many as she
Right.
possibly could, because we were only in town for a weekend. Yeah, and that's how we did it. And it was just very stressful because we were, well, living in a different state. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
The whole thing was very difficult.
I'm having a panic attack listening to that.
I'm sorry.
No, but
Yours
because
won't be as bad because at least you live in the area that you're buying a house.
right, it's not, and I looked
Yeah.
at, so this is what I did. So my best friend of my whole life lives in Seattle, right? So I figured, hey,
Mhm.
I'm not attached to Spokane, and I'm gonna try to move my living
Oh,
situation. I'll just move
God.
over there.
It's
So
more
I go
expensive
searching
in
for
Seattle.
condos in Bellevue. Now Bellevue is
Very
east,
expensive.
yeah, but it's not Seattle. Like you don't want to live
I
in
know where
Seattle.
it
The
is.
fucking
Yeah.
Space Needle will fall on you. But
Yeah.
look out!
That
But
Rainier might explode someday.
yeah, but anywhere just in the area, there were condos in my price range, and they were all 560 square feet,
Oh my God, yeah.
600 square feet. I'm like, what? I fucking
Tiny.
have that already. Like, why am I
Yeah.
gonna do that? So I gave up on that idea.
Justin is right though. Houses are probably cheaper now
Yeah.
than they will
So
be for a long time.
currently, the Fed is loaning money to banks at 0%.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
the interest rates on loans, and I'm trying to do it without getting a loan, but I might have to get a bridge loan. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, it's impossible for rates to be lower than they are now.
Right.
Unless the Fed, and I don't think this is a thing, I don't know if it's ever happened, unless the Fed loaned money to banks at -%, which I don't think is a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
it's
it's not.
house purchases cannot be lower than they are right now. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So because you can get a loan for like 2.99% now or whatever. I remember my parents bought their house in 1976. Their interest rate was some kind of fucking ridiculous, like 22% or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but houses were also a lot cheaper back then too.
Yeah,
though.
they bought a brand new house for $36,000.
Yeah.
But see, in
So
1976, that was a shit chunk
it's
of
still
change,
a
right?
grip of
Yeah.
money, yeah. I
Yeah.
know, it's so weird how that works out. My grandpa bought his house in the 70s also, and he bought it for about 30,000 in Sacramento, California. When he died, my aunt sold his house for $375,000. Like, what?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, Celestian,
It's
yeah, it's
insane.
easy to get a car with 0% interest. So that happened before, right? I bought my 2002 Saturn in March of 02. And I got it for 0% interest. And when I drove off the lot, I literally said, as my front tires hit the street off the lot, I literally said to myself out loud in the car, "Thank you, Osama bin Laden." Because that's why everything was at 0%, right? People were fucking
Oh,
panicking like shit. So COVID, same thing. The interest rates are for the Fed to loan to banks is 0%. I don't see that changing for at least a year.
yeah.
But then it will.
Be a really bad time to sell your house right now.
Yeah,
Try
unless
and
in
sit on it.
Spokane, so my realtor told me it is a bad time to sell your house unless your house is under a certain amount of money. Then they go like
Yeah.
hotcakes. She said your house will sell in like 5 days.
Yeah.
And so,
Damn.
yeah, because most houses, my house,
Awfully confident there.
my house here in Spokane is on the lower end of the pricing range. Like it's worth 200,000, but most
Yeah,
houses cost more than that. Yeah.
super small.
So
Really, it's only good, like, houses that small are great for, like, first-time home buyers who either are, like, a couple or a single person, or a retiree, an
Yeah.
older person, it's just not gonna sell to like a family looking for a house.
Right.
You only have one bedroom, right? Yeah, it's
Two
too
two
small.
two bedroom.
2 bedroom.
Yeah.
So, well,
Two bedroom, one
maybe
bath.
a young
But the
yeah.
other thing I could do is build the house on my lot and then just rent this one, and I'd keep
Yeah,
an eye on
rent
it.
it out. That'd
Rent it
be
out.
even better because that's like a monthly income.
Right. Or Airbnb it.
Provable monthly income. I wouldn't B&B it. I wouldn't do
No?
that. No, because do you not read stories about Airbnb? People fucking trash Airbnbs and you'll be fixing stuff and I wouldn't do it. It's a lot. It's very risky. You're better off getting a tenant, you know,
Yeah.
with contract and all that.
I totally don't want to be a landlord, but
It's monthly income, Rob.
right.
Dependable for the most part, unless they're like, "Hey, I gotta go in 2 weeks," or you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But it's pretty dependable income, especially if you pick the right
Yeah,
kind of
hire a rental company to manage it for me, Celestia. That would be what I would
people you
do.
can do that.
Here's the other thing is that
Take a big cut though, like 40%.
40%.
Yeah, a lot of rental companies take like 30, 40%. It's gross, but how do you
It's
think they
gross.
it is gross.
That is
Be like 10%,
gross.
fuck you. Yeah. No, yeah, it's like 30, 40%, I promise you. Especially in Washington, it's bad.
That's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah, let them have their cut so you don't have to deal with it. Yeah, that's true.
But he's got a point. If they mow the lawn and fix stuff, that's where that 30, 40%,
Oh,
that's what
if
it
they mow
goes.
the lawn and fix stuff, it's worth 50%. I didn't
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know they fixed stuff. Holy shit.
but I don't even know what rental would. So when I lived in Washington, like I said, we had a 2-bedroom apartment that we were paying $1,200 a month for. I don't know if Spokane is similar to we were living in the Tacoma area, but
Zillow
I
says,
imagine
yeah,
you could
Zillow says
get
my
like
house would rent for
$1,000.
1350.
Oh, 13, even fucking better, dude. 1350, even if you want to be super super desirable and say it's $1,300 a month, right? You're making half that. A little more than half that. That's
So
pretty good
650, yeah.
monthly income. Just
Right?
think about that, Rob. Think about that.
You know what? I mean, I am gonna go look at this place tomorrow. I'm gonna. But if I'm not 100 fucking percent in love with it, I'm gonna build a house on my lot and rent my other one.
But
We just figured it out, Robin.
yeah.
And
Yeah, you're
then,
gonna do it. It's gonna
and then,
take like a year for them to build your house.
so the guy across the street's building his house. He's been building it for months, and he just like
Mhm.
3 days ago he just quit. Not quit, but he suspended. And his wife is pissed off at him. He's a retired teacher. He's a school teacher. I think they're both school teachers. And I said because my Frank and Leanne, my neighbors across the street, who by the way would be crushed if I left the neighborhood. Uh, so um, I have many people who love me, just none that want to fuck me. That's the problem. Okay, anyway,
Aw.
so he told me that, oh no, his wife's pissed because I said, oh well, they must. So they're living in a house, and she goes, and he said, no, they're living in the RV that's parked on that lot, and she doesn't want to live in there for the winter, so she's really mad at him. And I guess they had planned to get it done, but then it snowed in like the third week
Right.
in October.
Yeah. It
So
happens.
he already built and has completed like a shop in the back, like a giant, like twice as big as the house. I'm like, why don't it's heated? Why don't they just live in there?
Why do you build the shop first though, and not the house?
I think because back of the property out is what they were thinking. I think I don't know why
Um,
that's a thing, but you know,
it should be priority.
well you're
House first,
so
shop
but then when you're
second.
driving in all the stuff and the trucks and everything, you
Oh,
gotta go
yeah,
around the house now or whatever. I don't know.
fair enough.
Oh
I
yes, and the
understand.
shop is quicker. Like they put that shop up in like 14 seconds, and the
Yeah,
house is taking them like 8-10 months.
drywall,
Yeah.
floor, right? Yeah, it's a fucking shop. There's nothing fancy.
All right. So I think we decided. Everybody in the chat, you tell me if I'm right. I'm gonna build a house on my land. I'm gonna
Huh.
have a brand new house, and then I'm gonna rent the other one.
Yeah, I think you should do it. I think it's a very stable idea.
Stable idea.
Probably
What if I go to that thing tomorrow and I'm
Yeah,
like, and I throw my keys down on the floor and I go,
I mean,
my
if you
house?
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
But
love it, then buy it, you
yeah,
know? You have that if you walk into a place and you're like, "I love this house." That's how I felt when I walked into this one. This was the last house we looked at, Rob, the one
that's
I'm
funny.
living in right now. And like I said, we had looked at the one with a detached garage, and that one was like pretty high. We were like, "Okay, if we can't find anything better than that, that's what we're buying."
Right.
And then we saw this house, and I literally walked in. I did like a quick little walk around. I went upstairs. I saw the layout of the bedrooms upstairs. I was like, this is it. This is the perfect house, for us, because it had everything we wanted, everything we needed. Yeah, there's downsides. Every house has downsides. Our kitchen is tiny, and I hate it. We have like a tiny little U-shaped. You know what I'm talking about? It's like super small. You can like wash dishes and turn around and you're like touching the fridge. It's tiny. Um,
Yeah.
so and that's like the biggest downside for me. But everything else, this house works for us. And so maybe that'll happen to you. Maybe you'll walk in, you'll be like, okay, I don't like it has all these windows or whatever. You're gonna find something you don't like. But maybe you'll like everything else about it and it'll be the house for you. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's asking me, do I want to stay in Washington? Um, so Spokane doesn't. I mean, I was born here and I was raised here, and even though I was gone for 25 years, I end up back here. I do like it. Um, I don't like it for the reasons that people sell the Northwest, like hiking, camping, fishing, boating, ski. I
Right.
don't do any of that
True.
shit. This is like the best place to do all those fucking things. But
Mhm.
I don't do any of it. But I do like the seasons. I like the weather. Most people that I know that are like either friends or quasi family members live here. But I mean, I've got plenty of friends in California and whatever. But yeah, so I'm not 100% married to Washington, but I will say that any percent I'm not, it would take a fucking big time incentive for me to leave. Like,
I mean, you're
so
so close to um
Jennifer Connelly calling me up and saying, I dumped that husband of mine. Do you want to just come with me to Hawaii? I'm like, I'm in. Well,
exactly.
Rob, we don't even
I
really
mean,
know each other.
I
I
love
don't care.
Washington.
What?
All the companies I've ever wanted to work for are in Washington or California, so that'd be the place for me to move if I wanted to, work there.
I've been to WotC
Wizards of the Coast is in
headquarters,
Washington, Microsoft, Google. Google also has a campus in California.
Xbox. Yep.
Mhm. Blizzards in California. Yeah, every place
All
I've ever wanted to work is in.
all of the everything that's a Silicon Valley thing that isn't in Silicon Valley is in Seattle.
Yep, it's all in Seattle. Redwood City. What's it? What's it called?
Redmond.
Redmond. Thank you. Sorry, I knew it was red something. It's been a
And
while since I've been in Washington. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Redmond. I said Redwood City. That's in California. Redwood City, I'm pretty sure, is in California. Redmond. That would be the Washington area. All right, that's where Wizards of the Coast is. I believe there's a Google campus up there. Microsoft is up there somewhere.
mhm.
What else is up there? There's a lot of stuff up there.
Boeing.
There is a Google campus up there. I'm 100% sure there is. 99.9% sure there is. Scotland
Amazon is
too.
headquartered
Oh
there.
yeah, Amazon is
Boeing.
up there. Boeing.
Uh,
Mhm.
others.
Yep.
So
All the
Celestian,
good
my
places.
my spending habits don't factor into that equation about taxes because here's why. First of all, there's no personal income tax in Washington State. Secondly, sales tax is 8.9% where I live, but I mainly only purchase food, which is not taxed. Food is not
Yep.
taxed.
That's the kicker right there.
And so buying like an object I'd have to pay the 8.9%, but yeah, there's no sales tax in Montana or Oregon. And
Mhm.
I would much prefer Oregon than I would Montana, but Oregon has Portland. So I don't drink coffee or ride bikes. or have man buns, so I can't go to Portland. I
Yeah,
like
really there
Spokane
though.
is really Spokane literally is really the best of all different places combined. Like it's a big city, but it's not. It's kind of sequestered. Like it's the biggest city between Seattle and Minneapolis, and it's got what you need. I mean, the only thing that Spokane doesn't have that anybody might want in their life is being at the ocean or a major sports team. Those are the only things that are not here. 7K a year. What's up?
My property taxes, they make me angry every time I think about them.
Oh
Every
my,
fucking
yeah, my property taxes 2,200. And since I'm disabled, I get about 60% off, so I only pay about 900.
this is $7,000 a
Now I
year.
build
That's
a house on my lot,
after,
that's gonna fucking double. So there we
by the
go.
way, we pay less than our neighbors because he's a vet, I'm a vet. We get some sort of veterans discount. But so ours are $7,000 a year after veterans
Yeah,
discounts
holy
for
shit.
both of us.
So
That's
here's what
fucking
I
nuts.
found out about California. Did you know this? California property tax is based on the amount you paid for your house, not what it's worth.
Right. Yes, ours is also like that.
What?
Yeah.
Here it's a rolling. Okay, so that's a disadvantage for Washington because here it's based on the
Well, I might be
current.
wrong.
It's based
Our
on the
because ours
current.
are going up next year, so never mind. I
Oh
think
no,
ours
then
is
yeah,
based
because
off
hers have
the
been the same since they bought their house, and her house
mhm.
they paid 270 and it's worth 1.9 million. Imagine if they were paying the taxes on that. What California is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, ours is going up $150 next year, whatever that means. So now they'll be, a little over $7,000. Like, holy fuck, just fucking eat my hand while you're at it, Like I hate
Gotham,
it
do you live
so
in
much.
New Mexico?
Oh
I've
man,
been to Albuquerque. I've been to Farmington. I've been to all those places. I've been to the Four Corners. I laid down in the Four Corners.
I just had chili today for dinner. It was so good. My mom made it.
Chimek.
Bless her because
And back to the beginning. Back to the chili
I know
conversation.
because I can't. I was just thinking about it, and there's still some left over. There's still a lot left over because my mom. You have to understand when I was younger, there was four of us. My mom had four kids, and then plus my dad had like a kid from another lady. So I have a half brother. So she was like always making big meals. My mom was very used to making big meals, big family, right?
Yeah.
She still cooks like that, even though we're all grown up. So she says, "Hey, I'm coming over. I'm bringing food." She always brings like fucking smorgasbord of food because she doesn't know how to cook smaller portions. I guess I don't know. Well, also, like sometimes she cooks things and then like freezes it for her to have later. Because she lives. Well, my brother lives with her, but he's like gone all the time, so she practically lives alone. Anyways, yeah, so she brought over a big old crock pot of chili. It was so good, Rob. So fucking good. Homemade chili. Bless my mother's heart. Is
Uh-huh.
amazing.
So you need an airtight, sealable bag and a stamp because
Okay.
I want some.
All right, I'll
Okay.
send you some.
Okay.
I'll send you some of my mom's homemade chili. It's so fucking good.
Nafum, are you impressed
She
with my?
said,
Are you impressed with my Albuquerque knowledge?
I don't know
Hello.
anything about Albuquerque except that it's pronounced Albuquerque
Yeah, it's not Albuquerque. Yeah.
or que.
I happen to know that what's that guy's name? Giancarlo. He plays the Goth or the Moff or the Boff on the Mandalorian, and he was also Gus Fring in Better Call Saul,
Very
and
amazing.
yeah, he's there now. He's in Albuquerque right now today. He's there because I saw him.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. I have
Okay.
to show you something.
All right. What a dick. Did you guys see that? She turned her camera off. Oh wait, she can probably still hear me. Um. So yeah, I don't think I would move cities. I just don't. I mean, again, if somebody said, "Hey, you know what? Here's a deal for you," and I was like, "Look at it," but yep, I've been to Albuquerque. I lived in Phoenix. I've been to Tucson. I've been to Flagstaff. I've been everywhere, man. What do you
I've
got?
been everywhere.
Yeah.
So I've never seen the Mandalorian, but I know this is from the Mandalorian because everybody talks about it. But my kid, my little 2-year-old, fucking adorable. This is what he's gonna be for Halloween, and I just had to show you because it's so cute.
The child. He's gonna be the child.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, only we can't call it Baby Yoda because that's not its fucking name. Everybody
Whatever.
stop saying Baby Yoda. I was for like 2 months. All I did, I was signing every email. Stop saying Baby Yoda, even if
I've
it wasn't
never
about that.
seen it, so I look at it and I'm like, "Ooh, Baby Yoda." That's what my toddler.
Well, because that's
gonna
what
be.
everybody calls it. So you should watch that show, Robin. It is awesome. And by the way, season 2 starts on Friday.
On Disney Plus, right?
It is on Disney Plus. Yeah.
We don't have it anymore.
Did you have it?
We had it, yeah, but we canceled it because we like never watched anything.
Yeah.
On it.
You mean you didn't pay $30 to watch Mulan?
No.
Fucking assholes.
No, I did not pay $30 to watch Mulan. Although I have seen Mulan. My brother owns it, so we just watched it. Like he got the Blu-ray or something. I don't know. My brother has a theater in the basement of his house, like an actual theater.
Oh yeah, with chairs and everything.
Yeah, and a big projector screen, and yeah, it's really cool.
Celestian, I paid $30 to watch Bill and Ted, but I am of a certain age that it was 100% worth it to do that. I fucking loved it, and I had so much fun. It's not really that great of a movie, but if you're our age, it was the best. It was very satisfying. It was so yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I liked it. And I didn't pay $30. I think I only paid $19 to watch it. I paid $20 to watch it, and the reason I remember that is for $5 more I could have bought it, and I'm like, yeah, but why do I need to own it? I don't see that as being a movie I'm going to watch 75 times like Star Wars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Drake Takes. Yo, sup?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, sup? Oh, maybe you did. So it would have been $24.95 on Amazon Prime or whatever is what they were selling it for.
Well, okay. So what happened was,
I used to do. The reason I laugh is I had a character that said that all the time.
I fucking love it. It's hilarious. We got Disney Plus through our phone provider. We got like a trial of it for free.
Yeah.
And then we just kept paying for it after that. And we were like, why is our bill, like $20-$30 more than it used to be? And then we were like, oh, the trial period ended and we're paying for Disney Plus. And then we just canceled it. So it's too expensive.
That's why Congress passed a law about gift cards. Giant corporations make so much money off like forgotten subscriptions or expired gift cards. Like now you can't buy gift cards can't have expiration dates anymore because people would buy them and then forget about it and boom, there goes $100 into the ether. Yeah, fuck.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. That's a big one. I can remember in the 80s, back before cell phones or whatever, that there was this group or the person that had formed a group, and they had discovered that AT&T was charging like 2 cents extra. Like somebody scrutinized their phone bill and was like, "What's this 2 cents for?" And like 2 cents, who cares? But 2 cents times 200 million people per month. I mean, that's like a fucking giant. So they fucking shut that shit down. And I'm always
for.
It was a scam. It was just AT&T. Oh. Yeah, they got fined. They got their wrist slapped, and they're still, But then back then they were a monopoly. What are you gonna fucking do?
Right. Yeah.
Nobody gets any phones now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, now
a lot of money's always made on subscriptions that are forgotten, and
right.
Like, whatever.
Now it's like all fees have to be like described. You can't just charge a fee and it can't be for any nothing. But what I've noticed now, companies will charge you fees for the dumbest shit. And back to the house buying, when we bought our house, right, we got the little like closing costs fucking thing where they tell you this is what everything goes to or whatever. One of the fucking fees was for filing papers. There was like a $30 fee just to file paper. I was like, what? That's not even paying for like the city stamp on stuff. Same thing if you get like married, there's filing fees for your marriage certificate. It's fucking bureaucracy is crazy. That's what
It's
it all
crazy.
is. It's bureaucracy, and it's fucking crazy. They will nickel and dime you to death if you
Yeah.
let them. It's insane. I don't
But
like
not if
it.
I build my house, because you want to know why? Because part of the fee, it's like $20,000, is
Oh my God,
they do everything. They landscape the land, they dig it out, they do the foundation, they build the house, they file all the permits with the city and the county.
that's nice.
They do everything. It's literally, that's how they sell these, is that their whole sales pitch is, you tell us you want a house, you give us the money, we give you the house. The end.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's very attractive to me.
Sounds pretty nice, yeah,
Yeah.
because I did not like there's so much headache for me personally. I didn't like the process of buying a house. I didn't like it.
No, I don't either.
It
And
was just one thing
the
after another.
last year when I went
Too
down to the
much.
county to ask them, or to the city or whoever it was, whatever office, and I said, "Can I build a house on my?" And then they were like, "Okay, yes, yes, you can." And I said, "Okay." And then she goes, "In case you want to do it, here." And she gave me this fucking stack of paper. And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And I like looked at it a little bit when I got home, and it's like still sitting out there on the shelf. And then I don't have to do any of that. Just fucking, it's just done.
Yeah.
You know. Because the egress of the roof, and it can only be 14 feet. It has to be an angle of 4%. It has to have a rain gutter. Oh my god.
Bureaucracy. It's bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
And people want to put that in their D&D game. Have you ever read the Acquisitions Incorporated book? I like it. It's funny, office humor, but some of it in it is like, this is literally putting bureaucracy in your D&D games.
I did the
What?
Fantasy
Paper
Grounds.
filing?
I did the Fantasy Grounds module.
Mm.
Did you
It's
know
funny
that?
because it's tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
I did know that. I bought it and I was like, "Ooh, Rob Tui." I bought it for the other stuff in it, not to put bureaucracy in my
I wish more girls
D&D game.
had
Why
your
are you
attitude.
laughing?
Ooh, Rob Tui. Oh,
Uh,
let's get to meet him.
I mean, like, because I know who you are.
Let me stalk your channel for 4 years, and then I'll say hello. Maybe there's
Stop
other
it.
girls, Robin, who are in love with me, and they just haven't said hello yet. Hello.
Maybe. Hello,
Don't stop
ladies.
stalking me. Email me right away. Hello, lovely lady. My wingman here can vouch for me. Robin.
He's pretty awesome, guys.
He's pretty awesome.
Deep magic. Okay. I had to get that one in there. It's not an official.
This is such a good joke. I was equally happy and sad at the same time when I was told this joke. A woman said to me, "Oh, Rob, if I wasn't married, I would help you find a girlfriend."
What? That doesn't make any sense.
That's supposed to be, if I wasn't married, you and I could get together. Is what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And she's saying it to me, and I'm like planning her husband's death, right? And then what time does this 12 bus come by your house? But yeah, and then she goes, "I would help you find." I'm like, that's not good. I don't like it.
Why does marriage preclude you from helping your friend find somebody?
No,
That
it doesn't. But the
any
point
sense.
is, normally when somebody, you're talking to
I
a
know,
female, yeah. So
yeah.
then, and I was all built up in my mind. Here's my. Did I show everybody my 12,000 lumen flashlight?
Hulu.
That's like a
So we
fucking
have
crazy.
Hulu, and we get our HBO through Hulu, and we get our like local news shows and like basic cable through Hulu. I did not know you could get Disney Plus through Hulu. I'm sorry, Rob. I was reading chat.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Very
you're right.
cool flashlight. Love it.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you patronize me? Now I can't figure out how to plug it back in. Oh, wait, here we go.
You can do it.
You believe in me? Okay.
I believe in you. We canceled our stars through Hulu, so we might be able to just basically swap. We were paying for stars. I wonder how much Disney Plus is through Hulu as an add-on. We already have so many add-ons on our Hulu anyways. We have Hulu Live TV, which gives us a basic cable through Hulu. We pay for no ads, which doesn't always work on Hulu, which pisses me off. They have some shows that are immune to your no ads. Even if you pay for no ads.
I think you told me that. Very upsetting.
I hate it. So yeah, we have our live TV, which is like 60 or 70 basic cable channels and our local channels. Hulu, no ads. We also get HBO through Hulu. Why am I counting weird? Yeah, so maybe we could just add Disney Plus onto our Hulu, and then everything will be fine. Yep.
Oh, Twitch doesn't do it where when you break a line with a return, it just doesn't do it. I was trying to type the list of what you were telling me, and it all came out as
I
one
know.
line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Boo. Fucking
Boo.
Twitch.
Boo. I talk too much. It's true. It's true.
What did
I
you
think I
say
drive my family crazy.
during the game the other day? You said, the other day being yesterday,
Yeah,
you
yesterday.
said, I don't remember what you said, but the way you were like, this is the way it is, and I'm saying it and I'm proclaiming it, and that's the way it is. Okay, thanks. And then you just buttoned
Yeah, I
it with
don't
that,
remember.
and I'm like, oh, it's gospel
I do
now.
that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Verizon offer. Well, I feel really dumb. Reading comprehension is hard.
What is
Oh my
your
gosh, I hate wearing headsets. How do
cell
you wear a
people?
headset for so long?
Well, you know, I
We have
do it,
Verizon.
and then after it's over, I turn the stream off and fucking complain about it to myself.
Yeah, I feel like my ears hurt from I guess the pressure of it.
Yeah,
I
and my
find it
glasses,
very
the bar of my
uncomfortable.
glasses. Yeah. So here's a
Yes.
legit question for the audience, everybody watching. Anytime I see people on TV, whether it's a news channel interviewing somebody, or like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy, one of the Jimmys, or Stephen Colbert or Seth Meyers, and they're interviewing their guests, more than 50% of the time the guest has nothing on their head. They don't have earphones or ear, and they're talking, and they have how the fuck is that done? How can you?
They're using their computer speakers.
Right,
You're
but
talking
then
like COVID era
right, but
interviews, right?
if I have my microphone here, one of my giant black cocks that I like to have near my face, right? If
Mhm.
I'm doing this and I have the speakers on, it'll go through there. And it won't,
Right.
yeah, so how are they doing that?
I don't know. They're not wearing earpieces like I used to, my little earbuds?
No, I'm talking about not just one or two. I'm talking about like more than half the people. Tom Hanks is not going to put on a pair of headphones.
It's gotta be they're just using their speakers on their computer, but it's really low so that it's not being picked up by the mic. It has to be. You have to think, Rob, most people, most Americans are not as computer literate as you and I are. I know that's wild to believe, but it's fucking true. There are people out there our age, your age, my age, younger than me, 20 somethings who don't know how to use fucking computers.
Oh
It's
yeah, no,
mind
I
blowing.
know. Yeah. So
It's mind
Jabra,
blowing.
is that a thing? Jabra, it cancels the echo.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Listen, I'm not that
And does
smart.
my computer have a microphone? Where the fuck is the microphone on my computer? I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I'm saying a lot of these
Oh,
people buy
laptops,
fucking
yeah.
Mac laptops and shit because they think that's what you buy.
Because I
I
can't
hate
stand this fucking
Macintosh.
headset anymore. I don't want it anymore ever. I want to
I
throw it
know,
away.
I can't my ears hurt. I can't wear this for much longer. My ears are
Yeah.
just hurting. I usually do my earbuds, but they were not charged, so that's why I didn't wear them today. I
Yeah.
really regret
And
it
I
because
told you I tried
my ears.
wireless earboards and they have a delay earboards. And they have I'm just an insane person. They have a delay and it makes me crazy.
Yeah, it didn't bother me, so or I didn't notice. My ears
Zelicar,
hurt.
I will be to the game on Friday, probably around 15 to 30 minutes late. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Directional microphone. Like this is a condenser mic, so you have to talk into it one direction. Um so yeah, I think if sound was playing out of my speakers, you might not be able to hear it as much. I'm sure it'll still pick up some, but it won't sound like this does not pick up sound from all the way around it. Does that make sense? I can turn it to be all directions, but why would the fuck would I do that when I'm using it for podcasting and stuff, like talking?
I wonder,
Yeah.
I've got these, whatever the fuck these are. I've got two of them actually. They're, whatever they are. What are these? I bought them so long ago I don't even know. They're like
Ew,
everybody has them.
blue.
No, they're black.
Yeah,
They're
blue.
black.
I know, but the brand is called Blue, my friend.
Oh, blue. Is that right? Yeah.
It is right. I know,
But I'm sure
'cause
they're the one where you just talk
I
it. Why is this so
hate
loose?
those microphones.
That's
It's
what I
either
said to
the
my profit.
Blue Yeti or
Yeah,
the
Blue
Blue
Yeti.
Yeti
Thank you.
Pro. Oh my god. I fucking hate those
But
microphones.
I mean, Robin, when I
Wow,
bought this
I'm a
stuff,
fucking mic snob.
I
That just
I
happened.
I did my whole operation on a 17-inch laptop for like 3.5 years. And then
Mhm.
last year when I built my studio, I just bought what I thought. I didn't know
Yeah,
anything. I mean,
everybody buys
I
Blue
have fucking
Yetis.
boom arms. This is a camera, a second camera attached to the
I
boom
like
arm,
that.
so I could show. It doesn't fucking. I don't know
That's
how
what
to
I need.
do it.
I need that. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I would say at least half of all Twitch streamers have at one point bought a Blue Yeti microphone or a Blue Snowball microphone. They're the
Thank you.
most popular fucking microphones for a reason because they're cheap, and they're good for their price range. But I will say, in that price range, you can get better microphones,
I'm gonna build
like
a
the
whole
one
new
I'm using.
studio when I move it 20 yards back into another
Mhm.
house. I'm gonna do it better the next time, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a third monitor.
Mhm. See, Rode, I agree. Rode makes much better microphones. Samson, which is the brand I'm using, this is a Samson CO2U, I think. CO2U or CO3U. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it. Anyways, you should buy this microphone or a Rode microphone. They cost about the same as the blue microphones that you have, which are hot garbage, and they sound a lot better. Yep. It's true.
Hot garbage followed by the tisk. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
What do y'all
She suggests
Rode,
Rode or
I think
Samson.
it's the 100. Hang on, I don't know all the Rode serial numbers because I don't own one.
Where we're
Rode makes
going, we don't need roads. That's a different road.
Rode, Rode,
Yeah.
Rode.
Rode microphones,
Mhm.
free shipping. Rode NT1, 229. Rode NT1, a large diaphragm condenser microphone, 229.
There you go. That's what you want.
There
The
you go.
condenser.
Here's another one. Rode Pod Mic, $99. Broadcast microphone, Pod Mic, $5 a month for 24 months financing. Get it today. Here, I should be showing my screen, I guess. I just typed in Rode Mic in Google, and I mean anybody can do it. That's one of my biggest frustration is people asking me questions on Discord or on stream or whatever, and like whatever the question is, they'll ask me, and then I'll answer. Well, what I did is I went to Google and typed that in, and here's what I got. Like, fucking Google it! Don't ask me! Kill Rob Tui. What's going on? Redeem Critical Role. What's happening?
I'll find my microphone that I am using to see how much it costs now. It was the 3 CO3U.
SAMSUN.
Mm-hmm. Look, it's under $200 now. I'll tell you right now. When I bought this, it was $250, which is a fucking steal. Now you can get it for 180, 190, give or take. That was the arm of my mic was.
Buy a better arm though, everybody. Don't buy the one she has.
I know. I do. I need a better one.
Your
Well,
voice. You have
in my defense, though, I've had all of this stuff for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a
This is
golden throated
7-year-old.
female voice tone for you, and then.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. So the one I have you can get for under 200, which is about the same ballpark as some of the blue microphones. I think the blue microphones might be cheaper, which is why people buy them so much.
Yeah.
But I just think, okay, my problem with those is that out of the box, their gain is really high, and gain is like how much it amplifies your voice when it goes like through the airwaves, for lack of a better term, and it always sounds really bloated. I don't know. That's not the right word. It just sounds really amplified. And to me, I think it's really bad quality sounding. I don't like the blue microphones. I've used them many times in the past. But if you don't have them on an arm, if you touch your table, it like picks up the sound of you just touching your table, which is not true for all microphones. Some microphones you can buy a stand for your table and they won't pick up the sound of like vibrating things near them. Little stuff like that, you know. And if you think about that kind of stuff, it's even better if you can go to like an audio like a music type of store. There aren't that many anymore, but like if you can go to a place where they sell guitars and microphones and that kind of stuff, sometimes they have little studio thing, like little fake studio set up where you can put on headphones and talk into a microphone and hear it and hear what it sounds.
Oh
If you can have
yeah,
a
I
store
need to
like
do
that
that.
near you,
Yes, we
that's what
have
you should
those
do.
type stores. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Guitar World. Up here it's called like Ross's Music or something, not Ross, something like that. You know, there's sometimes you'll find little mom and pop shops or like big franchise things like Guitar
Mother
World.
fuck me.
But yeah, you should go to a place like that.
I should.
They'll have a little thing where it's like a microphone set up. You can put on a headset and it's playing, you know, echo back. You talk into the microphone and you hear what it sounds like. I highly recommend doing that.
All right. Especially since you add the tisk, I'm gonna do it because that's how you stress shit. That's right.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's like the California girl in me, like, girl.
What's funny is when I read that, like when I was the first time I don't know how old I was, but the first time I read TSK, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then my mom would go, you don't know what that is? And I'm like, no, what is it? Is it TSK? And she's like, I just can't believe you don't know what TSK is. She did that to me.
It's funny because when I read it, like in a book, you know, if I'm reading a book, I literally read it as
yeah,
you know, I
do too.
So
but then
weird.
I know what it, you know, now that you know, but like it's the whole like it's the phenomena of people who pronounce it etc. It's because they haven't read it. They haven't seen that it's first of all it's two words. And the first word is ET. How hard is that to remember? Home phone. By the way, it's not phone home, it's home phone. Go back and watch it. Anyway, ET and then etc. Right, with a C.
Etc.
It's two Latin words that means and the rest. What is happening? Just sit there and talk to yourself for an hour, see if you get strange looks.
He's talking about if you go into the music store.
Just go in there and go put your hand to your ear and be like, W107. Yeah.
I was just looking at the one that Celestine linked. It's fucking cool looking is what it is. Pretty like same price range as what I have.
I just told somebody links aren't allowed, then Celestine somehow gets a link in there. I don't know how to.
He's special.
He's special.
I think moderator? It's because he's a moderator.
Yeah, but other moderators try to put links and they can't do it. 5% off. Well, lowest in 30 days.
Well,
the Hypex Quadcast, USB Quadcast, Gaming Condenser Microphone, PC, PS4, Mac Podcast, Switch, YouTube, and Gallium Pi bundles. Order now.
What I need now is a new camera, because fuck this one. That's me flipping it off, but not really. This was a camera we found in our basement when my other camera broke, so that should tell you how much I know about the camera I'm using right now. I don't like it though. I think it's 720p. I want a 1080p or a 4K camera. Oh my god, could you imagine me in 4K? That'd be crazy. I'd have to like start wearing makeup because you'd be able to see my pores or something. I don't wear makeup like now. Ever. I haven't worn makeup in many years. Have you seen the commercial
where the lady goes, I take really good care of my skin. Not that skin. But
what?
Skin. Yeah, and it's an incontinence commercial, and she rubs the lotion on its skin to make it not dry. I don't know. Oh my god, it's the way though. She looks right into the camera and she goes, "Not that skin. That skin."
Oh my god, that's so weird.
And I'm like, some 14-year-old's gonna be watching this and be like, "Mom, what the hell is she talking about?" You never mind.
Right. I need a camera like yours where I can hide my background.
Yeah.
So it'd be able...
But you do if you don't actually have I don't have, there's nothing behind me, just the room. Mm-hmm. But if I actually had a green screen, I wouldn't do this where shit disappears or now it's not happening.
Yeah. My dream setup, Belle, let me tell you, when we lived in Missouri, we had like a great room attached to our kitchen, and then there was like a separate living room. So we used that great room as our office. And what I had when we lived in Missouri, my computer desk was like turned, and so there was a white wall behind me. And what I did was I hung a green sheet behind me, and I had a green screen, and I had a nicer camera back then. I had like the Logitech C920, which is pretty standard, normal every person kind of camera. And when I used to stream, I used to be able to green screen the wall out, and just I was like a floating head. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I would be like, when I was playing games, this was back when I was playing like first person shooters and MOBAs and stuff. And that's my dream setup. If I could just go back to that, I would love that. But because this room that we're in, we're sharing the space. One, that's my husband's computer behind me. And there's no way for us to turn our desks and for me to have a full wall behind me to put a green screen up. We just don't have the space for it anymore. So unfortunately, I need a camera that can just green screen. That would be the best solution now. And if that's not what you meant by your question, I apologize for rambling.
25 minutes, and then if that's not what you meant,
Stop it, I'm sorry.
I'm messing with all these. I'm messing
Yeah,
with all this shit in the
I
background.
used to have like a actual real green screen wall, but I don't have that anymore. So yeah. Dream on. So I guess at this point I just want another house. Like that.
Right.
Kidding,
What do you
kidding.
think I'm doing it for? I gotta get a green screen. I need another house. I can get a green screen. That's
Oh,
the
the
only
ghost
reason I'm doing
one
it.
was cute. Go back to the ghost. It's so
Oh wait,
on. It's almost Halloween. You
the
got to
ghost
do the
one.
ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see that if you do the ghost though, you then can't do the background. It has to just be what's back there.
Yeah, that's what I need, Celestian. The little fancy camera thing. Oh, that's not a camera at all. What is this magic? It's a green screen that attaches to your chair. Get the fuck out
Oh,
of here.
yeah.
I need this.
Somebody offered me that the other day.
I want it. I want it. Oh, I want it so bad.
Give it to
That's
Robin.
what I'm gonna get for Christmas for myself.
Oh,
We
didn't you
always pick our Christmas gifts.
Robin, haven't you
Me and my
already got
husband.
something for Christmas?
I did. I got an early Christmas present from Rob.
And what was it?
It's pretty fucking awesome. Fantasy Grounds Unity.
Hello.
Oh my god. I was so like as soon as when you sent it to me, I was out like running errands. So like my phone, I put it on this little like dash holder thingy. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but like in your car, you can mount a little phone holder. So we have one of those in our car, and I'm out driving, and I try not to, I'm very adamant about like not being on my phone while I'm driving. So usually when I get in the car, I just turn Spotify on, connect it to my car, and then I mount my phone and then try not to touch it. But anyways, it was like brr. I was like, "Whoa, who's messaging me right now?" Like because I don't really get messages that often. I'm not that cool. And I pulled up to the store, and I had to go in the store, so I checked my phone, and I was like, "Oh, what?" Like in the fucking store, I'm like freaking out, and I saw it was like, "You have a Steam gift from Rob Tui," or whatever.
Yeah.
It's Fantasy Grounds Unity. I was like having a freak out.
I
People
love
are
it.
probably looking at
I
me
was
like
so
I'm
happy.
crazy.
That was yesterday, right?
Day before
Okay.
yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just so
I don't
happy.
remember what day it was.
I was
Yeah,
just
it was
sitting here.
awesome though.
I was beaming. I'm like, she's gonna freak out. She's gonna freak out. She's gonna. So here's what happened, everybody.
I did.
I had already planned. I was just gonna get her that for Christmas, and then I was like, fucking, that's just stupid. Just give it to her now. Like, why wait? And then I think on Tuesday you said something. You're like, oh, or maybe it was Sunday. You're like, what?
Sunday, we were talking about because
I gave away
you
a
said you were
standard,
for your
yeah.
license. Yeah,
And then
and
I
then I
gave
was
away a
like, "Oh,
standard
well, I'm not gonna enter." And I
because you're
didn't
gonna get,
mean that
yeah,
to like sound like I wasn't grateful for a giveaway at all. Just that I just don't want a standard license because it wouldn't work for me.
right, because
Because
you have to
all of
have
my players play on the demo.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So and then I'm like,
So yeah.
and I was like, Robin needs that for Christmas.
Aw,
And then I
too
like the
nice.
next day I'm like, fuck Christmas, and I just sent it to her, and then I put a note in there like, Merry Christmas, bitch, or whatever. I don't know what
Yeah,
I said.
no. It was a lot sweeter than that, but
Was it?
yeah, it was. I should screenshot it. I don't know if I can still read it since I've already claimed it. I don't know. I'll see if I can. I'm
Okay.
gonna take a
I don't
screenshot of
remember.
it.
I don't remember what
It
I
was
said.
adorable. You were like, "You're so awesome," or something to that effect. Um, and yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, so like I immediately messaged you, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I couldn't believe
Oh, I
it.
was
Like,
waiting for that too. I was waiting for
mhm.
like you to send me some freak out message.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I freaked out. I even like when I got back from running my errands. No, I had to swing back by my house to give my husband something, and then I had more errands. So I like pull up into the driveway, and he like meets me at the car, and I gave him whatever I was giving him. I don't even remember. And I was like, "Oh, Scott, Rob bought me Fantasy Grounds Unity," and he was like, "Okay, cool."
that's awesome.
Like, no, I mean, he was excited, but like that was the first words out of my mouth to him when he came to the car. I was like, "Oh my god!" I couldn't even. I was so excited. It was awesome. My kids were
Yeah,
in the car with me too, so
nice.
it's funny. I'm a nerd.
He has a broken arm. No, no, but Rob bought me Unity though. That's the first
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
They were like playing on their phones and being all not talking to me, and I'm just like driving, like, I got Fancy Grounds Unity. Like a little kid. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm excited. I was thinking about switching our pickup games to Unity.
Caesar says Scott was like, ah, fuck. Now what am I gonna get her?
Oh no.
No, I'm sure that wasn't even on the list probably for him.
I mean, so I have like my like Amazon wish list and then a Steam wish list. Trust me, there's plenty of things that if Scott wants to give me a gift,
Oh,
he'll be able to get me something that I'm like,
I think I got.
yeah.
I think maybe because I got that for you, or maybe because you're, like it was trying to be a total surprise, and I'm like, Robin, what's your? Can we be friends on Steam? Like I didn't know how to do it without, but you didn't suspect anything.
No,
But
I didn't. I thought you just wanted to be friends with me on Steam.
yeah, yeah. But I got a message today. Robin has added Solasta to her wish list. Like it's winking at me, like
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do
no,
it.
no. But and now I guess I'll know. It'll send me. Maybe it does that for all your friends or something.
It
I don't know.
does. It does tell you when your friends add things to your. I think you can turn it off. Like it's a setting you can turn
Oh,
off.
okay.
But I literally only make a Steam wish list so that Scott has something to shop,
Right.
like when my birthday rolls around or Christmas rolls around. But because it's so much, instead of us being like, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" I don't know. You know what I mean? I can just be like, "Here's my wish list." So I maintain my wish list like over the years. Like I always go through and purge it after a point in time if I decide, like if Baldur's Gate 3 came out and ended up being like a trash game or whatever, I would probably take it off my wish list.
Right.
Stuff like that. So like I clean up my wish list all the time. And I try to keep it up to date. And it's primarily just for like Scott and I to, gift each other things. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're weird.
I put shit on my wish list so that I'll get notifications and so that I don't forget.
Right,
Like
yeah, that
there's
too.
only one thing on my wish list right now, and it's the Terraforming Mars expansion
Right.
that they're
Yeah.
finally after 2 fucking years gonna release someday.
Another one? There's so many
No, but
expansions
they
for
they
that
have the
game.
Terraforming Mars. The Steam has none, and
Oh,
they're gonna
Steam on
yeah.
the digital
So
version. Okay.
they're gonna do Prelude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I heard Gloomhaven, the digital Gloomhaven has multiplayer now, so
Oh,
that like
really?
shot way up on my wish list on
Yeah,
Steam. I was like,
I've
"Ooh,
had that
Gloomhaven, you
since
can
the
play
beginning,
multiplayer now."
and it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
like it
excited for
hasn't
that one.
the pre the I get the pre-launch or whatever version. Like I'm trying to say early release. It I was like and it wasn't there wasn't anything wrong with it. I mean, it worked, but what I didn't like was they had something called rogue mode where you would play and then you would progress on the map, and if you died you would lose all your progress and go back to the beginning. I'm like, well, fuck that. And so I think they fixed that. I hope they did.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've got Gloomhaven, and I've played that a little bit, and got Solasta, which is better than Baldur's Gate 3. and I've got
Mhm.
Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm all hooked on this War Thunder. I've played War Thunder for 74 straight days. The reason I know that is that I'm addicted to logging in because every day they give you a chance to roll on a thing that gives you a prize box that gives you some thing that'll help you with the game, and I've been doing it for so long. Um,
Yeah, I was
yeah,
just so Celestine asked
I know.
like,
I
why do
saw
I
he.
have
Yeah,
Fantasy
I,
Grounds on
I was gonna
Steam?
answer,
And
but I
like,
knew you would.
right. I've
Yeah.
had to defend this a lot of times because when people find out I play Fantasy Grounds on Steam, they're like, "What? Why wouldn't you just buy it from the store?" Okay, in my defense, though, many many years ago, 2017, 2016, in 2016, I saw Fantasy Grounds on Steam, but it's kind of a long-winded story. I'll try to make it short. But so like my friends had asked me to play D&D and run D&D for them. This was in October of 2016. And we played our first game on Roll20 and I hated it. Hated everything about Roll20. I did
Yeah.
not like it. And I was very frustrated, but we really wanted to play D&D. So back then, we used to play MMO. This is a my group of friends, we used to play MMOs together. We played MOBAs together. We played first person shoot. We were gaming friends first. We did not like live near each other or anything like that. We met through online gaming. And anyway, so naturally the first place we looked was like Tabletop Simulator, which was on Steam. And I was just browsing through things that were similar to Tabletop Simulator, and Fantasy Grounds just happened to pop up. So that's literally the reason why
Yeah.
we play Fantasy Grounds on Steam, because we found it through Steam and we were gamers before. And yeah, that's, the short version of the story. And so, in my defense, sometimes you can get shit cheaper on Steam than you can on the
Mhm.
Fantasy Ground store. And I'm very much a penny pincher and I like saving money because I don't always have like lots of money to spend, I can buy like maybe one module a month. And that's if I'm lucky. Like if I've sort of worked out my spending and fund money the right way. Um, and that's just the way it is. I can't afford to just buy everything. I have to be very choosy about the things that I do buy, and I have to make sure I buy the things that I'm going to use, I'll get value out of. This is why I don't even own all of the WotC modules yet. Someday I will, though. But it's fine. It is,
Yeah.
it's the way it is. It is what it is. And I'm happy. And I love Fantasy Grounds. If I could go back in time, sure, I probably would have did, not so blind of a purchase and maybe had bought it from their site. But back then I didn't, it's 2016. I didn't know any better. So
Yeah. It's
it's my
funny that
story.
you like how I found it was I had my transplant in 14, and then it took me a while to even like be mentally ready to even do anything that required concentration. And
Mhm.
so in 2015, my in-town gamer buddies were like, "Hey, let's play D&D on this, and we can get a guy in Germany's going to be our DM, and then we're going to use this Roll20." And I'm like, "Roll20, what's that?" And then we looked at it, and you could have it on your iPad and whatever if you wanted.
Yeah,
And so I'm
yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, this looks cool. It looks cool, right?" And
Right.
then the guy put it off a week, and then he put it off 2 weeks, and then and I'm not talking about week and then the next week 2 weeks. I'm talking about a week and then 2 more weeks, and then he
Right,
put it off
right, right.
3 more weeks, and we're like, "Fuck this guy." And
Yeah.
in the meantime, I was so excited that we were going to play, I would log on to Roll20. If you go to Roll20 on my account, it says total time 1 hour. Because because I would
Yeah.
only ever log on there and um look to see like, hey, what happens? How do you roll the dice? What do I would, and then I was kind of excited
Right.
about it. And then the more I studied it, the more I'm like, this is garbage. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
literally went to Google and typed in virtual tabletop Dungeons and Dragons or something like that.
Right.
And Fantasy Grounds came up, and I'm like, Fantasy Grounds. And the first link I clicked on was the video showing you, like, that their sales video that's on the front page.
Yeah.
And I thought,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
And I
too
was like,
cool.
this is insane. And then I think I've told the story many times where I decided to just go for it. So I bought the, I went on the forums and I studied for like a day or two, like, what's these licenses? Because it's kind of, if you don't know, it's confusing what these licenses do and which one should I get. So
Mhm.
I finally, okay, I got to get the ultimate license. So I bought that. And at the time, I bought every WotC book that was out, which I think was just
Right.
Player's
Like
Handbook.
6.
Well, no, DMG didn't even exist yet. It wasn't done till this
Oh.
was in September of 15, and
Oh,
the DMG came
2015.
out in
Okay.
December. So at the time, it was Player's
Yeah.
Handbook, Monster Manual, Lost Mine of Phandelver, and then what was the first whatever the event they had, and that's it. So
Court of the Dragon Queen.
yeah, so it was like $290 for everything.
Right.
And I bought it, and 12 hours later, it all went on sale. And I was
Damn.
like, Arr! So I found who's the fucking guy, and I found Doug Davison. And
Right.
I emailed him, and I said, I said, hey Doug, my name's Rob, and I'm a very good customer of yours for the last 8 hours or whatever I know. And I said, I just bought all this, and then it went on sale. Is there any way I can get a refund or whatever? And then he very nicely emailed me back, and he said, well, based on commissions, I can't refund you because the commissions wouldn't work out for all the other separate people that are paid. And he goes, but what I can do is I can just refund your entire order, and then you can just go rebuy it all at the discount. And
Aww.
so he did that, and I was like, I don't give a fuck if any other VTT will have sex with me. It's Fantasy Grounds forever. Like
Yeah.
he literally bought my loyalty with that. And then of course, yeah, right. And then of course I fall in love with it. I start streaming. I start like going on Twitter and saying Fantasy Grounds the best, Fantasy Grounds the best. And then I got to know Doug a little bit better, and then he's like, you know what? Why don't you just keep doing what you're doing on Twitter, and I'll just pay you that, and I'll just give you the Fantasy Grounds account. And I go, okay. And then now we're here. But yeah, the way I found Fantasy Grounds was because Roll20 sucked. That's how.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Roll20 wasn't. I mean, so like I hate like just straight up bashing Roll20 because that's not what it is. I just didn't like Roll20 personally. And it's fine for people who use it. Whatever. That's your fucking thing. But I just no, we did one session. So I have like 4 hours of Roll20 use to my name. And yeah, it just did not do anything I wanted it to. It was not I don't know. I was miserable. I didn't like it.
George,
Then I
did you
fell off
mean
Fantasy Grounds.
debasing? He tried to say bashing, but debasing. So
Yeah.
the other thing I used Roll20 for like one time was when I first, when I started this stream, today's stream right now is all just smoke and mirrors from like the last 5 years. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I never have. But when I first started, I thought I'm gonna get everybody on camera and it's gonna be great. So I would stream the Fantasy Grounds game, and the cameras were all screen capped from Roll20 because they have the camera thing.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work, and it was horrible. And I was like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
done. I mean, obviously, 1
Terrible.
hour is the only amount of time I spent on that website. But yeah. And now
Yeah.
everybody's freaking out about Astral and Foundry and whatever. No.
I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're innovative. I hope. I'm sure they're lovely VTTs, but I have no need to switch and no desire to switch.
Right.
It's already a big ask for me to switch to Unity, like I'm
Right.
so set in my ways. I'm like, why would I switch to Unity when Classic does everything I need it to? I'm one of those kind of people. But I have Unity now, and I'll probably, I'll switch to it at least some of my games, maybe not all of them. I don't know. And that was, that's a lot for me. I'm 4 years invested into Fantasy Grounds.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not going anywhere.
I'll never change. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
a VT could come along and offer to have sex with me, and I would do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to switch to that VTT.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it works, everybody. But
Yeah,
Fantasy
for sure.
Grounds, obviously, with DM's Guild and everything else that's happening with my life personally, is of course, that's the way. This is the way, Robin.
The cookie crumbles.
That's the way from the Mandalorian. They say this is the way.
I've never seen it.
They
but
do
my
something.
Kid's gonna be baby.
And the guy goes, Do you mean I have to like chop the salad with chopsticks instead of a fork and knife? And they go, this is the way. There it is, the child. That's, you know what that is? That's not Baby Yoda. That's Baby Yoda Yoda.
It's Baby Yoda. My kid's gonna be so cute in it.
Does it say Baby Yoda? I bet it doesn't say Baby Yoda anywhere on the packaging.
It says, hang on, The Child.
The Child.
That's what
That's
it
right,
says.
because that's what
See?
it's named.
The Child. I don't know. I saw it, okay, and you know me, I'm not the world's biggest Star Wars fan, but that's okay. One of my kids likes Star Wars a lot. But we've never seen The Mandalorian because we don't have Disney Plus anymore. It's fine. I saw it and I recognized it for what it is at face value. It's fucking Baby Yoda, okay? So I was like, oh, it's my kid's size, right? It's meant for a
Yeah.
toddler. It's his size. He's gonna be fucking Baby Yoda. Sue me.
Disney will sue you if they hear you say that.
I'm gonna be a unicorn for Halloween. I got a full unicorn jumpsuit. Sue me.
We're gonna need
Um,
pictures of that. You have your horn,
I'll take
obviously.
pictures. Yeah, it has it's like a hood thing,
Oh,
and it has like
okay.
a little horn. But it's a whole jumpsuit. It's like I don't know, it's cute. It's purple. And my 13-year-old is gonna be a plague doctor with like the mask, whatever.
Jesus,
I
that's
know.
incredible.
I told him, I said, that's really on the nose for Halloween this year.
If
And he
it's
said,
if it's
that's
not on
the
the nose,
point,
it's not effective.
mom.
You got to cover that
That's
fucking nose. That's right.
yeah.
See, you made
That's what
two
he said
jokes.
to me though. He said, "That's the point, mom. I'm a plague doctor." Okay. And
Your son's voice needs work. Her.
and then my middle kid, okay, the costume to me looks like a scarecrow, right? It's got like a little brown satchel thing you wear over your head and like a tunic and a wide brimmed hat like most scarecrow costumes do, but it's called Corn Goblin. That was what they titled the costume.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be Corn Goblin. And then my husband bought a costume. I bought it for him. Let me rescind that comment. I bought my husband a costume that is also a scarecrow costume. So yeah, we don't fucking match at all. We have a kid who's gonna be Baby Yoda, and I'm a unicorn, but we don't care. We're gonna have fun. My
Oh,
mom's neighborhood is doing trick or treating, so
are they?
if it's still canceled in our neighborhood, we're just gonna swing over to my mom's subdivision. We're all wearing masks. We're being safe about it. We're gonna trick or treat. Yeah,
Very
I'm
good.
bringing hand sanitizer with me too, so I think I think everything will be fine. I hope.
I'm going as Halloween. I'm boring. I go the same guy. I do the same costume every year. Guy in his house with all the lights off.
You don't even pass out candy,
No,
bro?
because if I did, this is what would happen. I would get some Snickers and peanut butter cups and all my favorite kinds of candy and put it in a bowl. And then one or two people would come to the door, and then the rest of the night of October 31st is me eating 2 pounds of candy.
It's crazy.
It's a walking clusterfuck.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
so my
WCF.
brother, like 1 year, they all had Star Trek uniforms, like him, his wife, and the kids, they were all Star
Nice.
Trek characters. Yeah, it's adorable. They match every year. For Christmas 1 year, they actually bought the entire family, like all of the brothers, me, my husband, my mom, like everybody. They bought us all reindeer jumpsuits, like reindeer onesies things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, which I still have mine. It just doesn't fit me anymore. This was many years ago. Yeah, they really like everybody to be all matchy matchy. I
could
was
go
at
out.
Walmart and I was like, I'm just buying costumes that I think people will like.
I could go
I
out
don't care if we match.
as a Star Trek guy with an authentic, and then this is my phone. This is my
That's
cell
cool.
phone.
I want that.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Gib.
Gib.
I'm
Here
unrolling
is
biohazard police
my.
tape around the front and try to keep people away.
This is my. This is my cell phone cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matches my tattoo.
Ooh, I
So
like that.
yeah,
That's
but now there's
cool.
no cell
I
phone in
want
it
that.
because this was for the iPhone
Why?
11,
Oh, because you got a
which I
new
just
one.
had to return today. I sent it back because I'm on the trade-in program. And of course,
Mhm.
every iPhone they make is like 1 millimeter different than the last one. And you can't fucking reuse the cover.
Mine's all
Yeah.
just girly.
So
It's like
I
gold.
rebelled. I had a $30-some iTunes gift certificate that I can't use for anything, so I used it to buy a cover, which is just black.
Oh yeah, that's boring too. Black. I don't like all solid color cases. They're very boring, like
This one could
mono.
fit inside
I
this
don't
one.
like
Wait,
them.
can it fit inside?
Especially if it's white, gray, or black. That's just fucking boring to
Oh my
me. If
god.
it's gonna be monocolor, it has to at least be like a color of the rainbow, red, blue, green,
The
something.
the
I need
case
some
I
color.
have fits inside this case perfectly. I can just keep
Oh,
using it.
wow.
There you go. And it doesn't
Nice.
block the camera or anything. It doesn't look like.
There you go.
That's very special. That's insane.
Only 2 trick-or-treaters ever? Holy shit. Well, we live in a neighborhood, like a big neighborhood, and there's an elementary school in our neighborhood. So there's like a lot of people with kids like in our neighborhood. We got trick or treat. Last year, I put a bowl out, like a bowl of candy, and it was empty when we got back. I assume some kid, instead of reading my sign that says "Please take one," I assume somebody just
Oh,
dumped the whole thing in their bag.
no, they read it.
Um,
They do read it.
yeah,
And
they
then
just
they
don't
go,
give a fuck. But I like to think that people were nice and got candy because we decorate our house like you've seen. I showed you
yeah,
the pictures. It's
yeah.
all done up. Um, I would like one of these years to stay home. But anyway, after we got back, because we had to come back early, my kid was only like 1 last year, and he needed to go to bed. We got back earlier, and it snowed last year on Halloween. We had like 6 inches of snow already on the ground, and it was snowing on Halloween. Um, but
That's
after we got
Robin's house,
back,
everybody.
yeah, it's my house. After we got back last year, we were still getting trick-or-treaters, even after, like, 6 o'clock in the snow. It was, like, 3 degrees outside. It was miserable. We were still getting trick-or-treaters all the way up until, like, 9 at night, so, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, on my street, I might get 1 or 2 kids if I had my light on and was advertising like, "Come to the old man's house and let him trick or treat you."
Give
Then
you
and
candy.
and it would be, well, the kids across the street are now like the 12-year-old girl that that lives across the street. She's not 12 anymore. She's a teacher. She's like
Oh my
25.
god.
Yeah. Like
Right, yeah.
time doesn't affect me, and then like I go talk to the neighbor and I'm like, "Oh, how's Jenna?" "Oh, she lives in Yakima." "Oh, what? She's
I
out of
know where
college?"
that is.
"Yeah,
Fuck yeah, come on.
she's
Fuck that place.
she's out of college. Yeah, she's a teacher." "What? You little 12-year-old?" And yeah, and then like the little 8-year-old boy George, that's her brother.
Mhm.
He's like
Yeah, he's, like,
6'4".
20.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's like 20 and he's 6'4", and I'm like, "Oh, who's that guy? Is he your maintenance?" "Oh, Rob, that's
Oh my
George."
god.
"Little
Oh
George? That's a
my
fucking
god.
fucker." Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my god, I hate Yakima. I have nothing but bad experiences with Yakima. When I was at Fort Lewis, you know where they sent us to for pre-deployment training?
I'm gonna guess Yakima.
Fucking Yakima. Yeah, fuck that place. Ugh, I hated it. I don't know,
It's
there's
in the
some
exact
compound out
middle of
there.
the fucking. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a army compound out there that they send you to do Mout MOUT training and to do pre-deployment training and like all that fucking bullshit because it's kind of like a desert. It's like deserty.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I hated it because the showers did not have hot water and they were like prison showers, like fucking open door, just a row of like faucets, basically.
yeah,
It was just miserable, the whole experience of going into
Yakima.
Yakima.
Not thrilling.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not a place to
Nope.
like to go
Nope.
or live.
Nope. We had to set up big ass tents in the dark, and they kept telling us, "Oh, just be careful of the wolves." And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then it's sure as shit when we turn all the headlights off of the Humvees and like triple S's and stuff. You know what you fucking hear out there? Wolves howling. Fucking
Yeah.
crazy! I thought we were gonna die our first night. Like we're
They do
sleeping in
have
our
the electric
trucks.
train museum though there. That's something. I've never been to it, but
Yeah, well,
something.
all I know is of Yakima is that it was pretend Iraq. So I don't know. All right, anyways.
That's where they train you to go to war in Iraq, is go to Yakima first.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
What are they telling me to open my windows and look across the street, you miser? What is happening?
I am not sure.
See, people like Celestian says, Rob, you're an old fart. Just because I don't open my shades and I hate children and I don't want trick or treaters to come to my house once or twice and then I eat 2 pounds of candy.
And the list goes on and on and on
That
and
doesn't
on.
mean I'm an old miser. Yeah. I do not stand on my front yard with a hose wearing shorts and black socks and sandals yelling, "Get off my lawn." I don't do that.
Oh, he's saying if you had opened your windows and looked outside every now and then, you would have seen those
No,
children
I
growing
did.
up.
I just was joking, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
But like
Oh man,
the
Rob, I don't know how much longer I can do this. My
Okay,
ears
all right,
are
everybody.
killing me. No, you don't have to finish your thought. I'm sorry. I was just like, my ears
No, but
hurt.
like the last time any of those people were in my house was my
When they were
mom.
kids.
Yeah, my mom had a neighborhood get together. Fuck, I don't even know why she was doing that. But anyway, so they were
Oh,
sitting in the house, and I'd never met them because I think I was visiting. I didn't even live here in Spokane. I was living in Los Angeles. But I came home for Christmas or something, and she had like a little get together. So I met
aw.
them, and then they weren't quite young enough to pull the shit I like to do with kids is like if kids are like 5 or 8 in around in there, I have a bit I do where it's like, oh, and are you married? And what school do you go to? What kind of car do you drive? I ask them all adult questions and they're like, what is happening? And so they were too old for that, but I just remember her being 12 and he was 8. And and so
I'm
then
listening.
okay, I was gonna say something crass like, and then I raped everybody, and then you go,
No,
Rob.
don't say that.
But yeah, so then when and the neighbors across the street aren't really people. I mean, they're friendly and we wave and stuff, but they're not. I don't really engage with them on a daily basis.
Right.
So then
Not
when I
like
was
best friends with
yeah,
them.
so then I knew that Jenna was in college and I didn't know what year she was, so I said, "Oh, what?" And then she goes, "Oh no, she's a teacher." And I go, "How old is Jenna?" And she's like 25, and I'm like, "Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm a little
god.
behind."
Mhm.
But
That's crazy.
it's
Like,
crazy.
I think that about I have, like, second cousins who are, like, getting into their 20s now. I'm like,
Yeah.
"I remember when you were born. What? How are you 20? Like,
Yeah.
I held you in my arms. You were a baby." Like, that's whoa, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
It
I
is
don't like it.
weird.
I don't
And the
like it.
older you get,
My
the
cousins
more
aren't allowed to
time
grow
doesn't
up.
mean anything. It just all
Yeah.
washes together. Like
Mhm.
something I did could have been last year or 10 years ago. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to get there. Man, it's crazy.
I
I
used
don't
the
like
old
it.
man across the street who had a stroke to let my wife let me get a snowblower. What in the hell does any of that mean? I
I
don't know.
don't understand.
I don't understand.
I told her I needed to get one so I can do his and our
Oh,
driveway.
I see. Okay, yeah. So your wife goes,
Oh,
"Oh,
I
how can she
I
not?
follow the
How
story
can she say
now.
no to
Okay.
that?" Yeah.
That was a very confusing story at the point where you cut it off at. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" I'm
I
glad we
had
got the rest of that though.
until he finished the thought. I was like, "What does having sex with a stroke victim have to do with anything?" I was like very lost.
Oh, I want a snowblower. That's like our next like thing we definitely need to get up
Oh,
here because it snows so much.
heated driveway. Then you don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah, but we'd have to like tear out our whole drive. It's way too expensive.
No,
We
no.
can afford
I
that.
think if the driveway's already there, they just cut it and put the heaters in and then patch it
Yeah,
back.
but
I
they
don't.
have to run the little things underneath,
Yeah,
from what
and
I
it can be
understand.
water,
I don't
or it can
fucking
be
know.
electric,
Yeah, I
or
don't
it
know.
can be anything.
Or
Gas.
for $500 or so, we can get a snowblower.
Oh, right, because you
Just
have a
you could
13-year-old. I
right.
forgot. That's the whole part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and right now we all we just shovel the driveway. Sometimes I do it, sometimes the kids do it, sometimes my husband. It just depends
You've got
who can
you've got
go shovel the
you know what the
snow.
thing is for you though. You have 16 years of labor, free labor in your house
True.
from now
True.
until the youngest one is 18.
Yeah, so
Free
here's the
labor.
thing though. Have you ever heard that phrase where they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself? Yeah, that's the motto of my life because sometimes my kids, they like cutting corners and they're very lazy sometimes. So I still end up having to do fucking everything anyways because if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
I thought I told
It's
you
true.
boys to shovel the walk. Get out there.
Show the walk. Oh my god.
All right.
No,
Well, so
they're pretty good.
we did 2
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
almost 2 hours and 20
I know
minutes.
my ears hurt.
Mine
I'm
too.
sorry, Rob. I don't mean to like just cut you off, but
No, I
I
had
can't wear
forgot
this
about my
headset
ears until
anymore.
you said it, and now I realize, oh yes, they do hurt. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
All right, a
It's a great show.
Flamethrower. Good show. Always a good show.
Thanks, chat. Thank you everybody for coming
Thanks
and hang out with us.
everybody. Please come back on Friday and watch us make fun of Zelicar when she shows up late. No, I'm just kidding. But we will be here Friday for the game, and then Saturday, and then Sunday, and then Tuesday, and then back here again. And that's a big cycle.
And then
That's
Wednesday. Yeah.
And Wednesday. All right.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Good gaming, everyone.